Well, down in the swamp where the gators sleep live two old snakes that slither and creep. LMNOP and her ex named Crook, they wrote the con in the Facebook book. Disabled, they cry with a teardrop tweet, but they march all day in the campaign heat. Oh, the grift is up, the jig is done. No more campers, no more guns. You beg for turtle food and lies, but now the sun sets on your alibis. You fool the town with the tears and cries, but the curtain's getting torn off tonight. She tried to collect a bonus kid, found her on Facebook like a Tupperware lid. Shed in the yard where the AC died. Summer in Florida, no place to hide. Crook grins wide with a GoFundMe link. Says barn door dreams while the outhouse stinks. They ain't got jobs, they say they can't walk, but they sure got time for mudslinging talk. The slander's free if the check is too, and JC's bragging about what he do. Waves a pistol at the neighbor in the bright sun. Says, I know a guy who gets things done. Threats online with an unclean hand. Y'all can't touch me, I'm the man. But the screenshots roll and the truth gets loud. Even snakes can't hide in a digital crowd. Yeah, the grift is up, the gig is blown. You can't hide lies in a barndominium home. No more flea market treasure schemes. Your scams are cracking at the seams. From turtle chow to holiday scams, your tales unraveling like Dollar Tree hams. So if you see a shed and a camper too, and a porch full of junk from 1992, just keep on driving, don't take that bait. That welfare rodeo's meeting its fate. Yeah, the grift is up and the net is near. Your 15 minutes ends right here.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm back. I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back now, and the grift is about to end. That's right, folks. It ends tonight. What'd you think of my new song, Tug?
I liked it. I thought it was really good, even though it's from type of music that I typically do not like.
I know you hate country music.
I hate it with a passion, son.
All right, but technically it wasn't country. Technically, it's like an Indigo Girls American folk rock, which is a little bit different than country.
It's country pop.
No, it's American folk rock. Okay?
Whatever you say.
It's more like a bluegrass. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, the point is, ChatGPT
No, it was good. It doesn't matter what
thought
it
that's what the music should be. Anyway, I agreed. I really liked it. Anyway, speaking of Indigo Girls, I'm going to go see them soon, and I'm very excited about that. They are traveling with they're touring with Melissa Etheridge, and I am excited. I'm going to get to see that. So anyway, man, it did sound like Fleetwood Mac. You're right. That did have a Fleetwood Mac kind of a vibe to it, chat. The chat also says maybe Alison Krauss. I love Alison Krauss. But yeah, I tonight is a very special show. I have a lot lined up for tonight, and I hope we get to it all, because so much is going. Was I right or what when I said when I go on vacation, buckle up?
Oh yeah.
Because this shit's gonna hit the fan.
Oh yeah. You always you always deliver especially when you're away.
I know. You should just pray that I go on more vacations, because that's when it's
I was
all.
like, my God, I made no forward momentum through last week because of all the stuff that happened. I had all this stuff. I was like, man, I'm going to catch up all this stuff because I'll be on every day except for probably Sunday. Nope. Didn't
Yep.
make any headway.
Yeah, none at all. None at all. So I was working while I was gone. I was visiting with family, but I also had some time to go over. All right, what happened before I left? Before I left, David the donor was in our chat, and he got me going because he was asking for proof that he should be skeptical, right, of these people that he is helping. Everybody's trying to tell him, like, David, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're getting taken, sir. You're getting flayed. Yes.
Right. And he kept asking, he's like, where's the proof? Where's the proof? I'm like, oh my God, there's so much proof. But as usual, this story has so much backstory and so much evidence that it's very difficult to keep track of. And so while I was gone, I decided to sit down and make one of my famous whiteboards with all the information. Now, this is not even comprehensive. Okay, what we have here, and I just realized that I cannot navigate on this as well as I could on my Mac. So you're going to have to bear with me while I figure out how to navigate this with a mouse, with a trackball. This is just a portion. And by the way, I've tried to redact everything I could. If there are some things that are not redacted, it is not intentional. This is just a portion. Let me back up a bit here. Let me show you the scope and size of this thing. This is just, look at this.
It's crazy. I think that's another thing.
This isn't even all of it.
I think that's another thing people don't grasp, with the size and the magnitude of all of this madness.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how, and I was on a live stream today about Laura Owens, and I was telling people that if you have not, been able to pay attention to this story, that maybe tonight is a night where you can kind of get an overview of what Jeremy Hales is fighting and what Jeremy Hales is up against. Obviously we're not going to go over the entire story, but it will give you a background into who the people are that he's suing and why. Now, Jeremy Hales, yeah, Rosalind, she knows because she has an even more comprehensive timeline. She says it's virtually impossible to comprehend. Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't even know where to start. I meant to do this like last year when I got all this information. I mean, just look at the Northport medical grift part. Look at this. Look at how small I had to make. Look at how small I had to make the icons. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's move that back. Look how small I had to make them because, oh, this is going to be so hard.
That's a good point, though. It's difficult to know where to start when you're telling people about this stuff.
Yeah, look at this. Look at how small I had to make it because of how many documents are there. Like, just look at this. This is just the medical grifting that they did in Northport. Now, before we get started with this, and I show you guys, and I show David the donor, and I hope David is watching. If only me is in the chat, please be nice, everybody. Please, don't chase him off. Okay, this stream is meant for him. It's meant for anybody who thinks that they should be giving to these people, because there is a pattern in practice. There is a behavior, a pattern here of grifting that needs to be addressed. Now, before we get started, I want to make it very clear. Every single one of these things, with the exception of a couple of sources who sent me things, who were, connected to LMNOP or JC, Jeremy Hales' neighbors, every single one of these things, shy, like the not adoption stuff, the CPS, some of the CPS stuff, is all publicly available because LMNOP, or Lynette Preston, for those of you who don't know, has posted herself in public Facebook pages. I do not want to be accused of posting things that are private. None of this was private. This is all publicly available information. So, before we get into this, Tug, should we talk a little bit about the breaking news today that happened?
I think we should talk a little bit about that at least, because
I
there was
think
a
we
whole
should.
week. There was a whole week of madness that went along with that.
Yeah, we should. So I gave you a little taste of what's to come. And before we get there, we are going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for me and Tug, which is going to be very exciting. And, some of you know, I don't enter into lawsuits unless I am sure that I'm going to win. And I enter into them very carefully. And I am not a litigious person. I actually prefer not to sue. But in the case, what we're going to end up talking about here, there is no other option, because there is a person in this, Legally Lips, Leslie Ferderigos, whose name should be widely talked about and widely known, has inserted herself so ridiculously and made an ass out of herself and came after us for no damn reason whatsoever, with no legal basis, that she deserves to get sued.
Oh, yeah.
And she needs to be sued, especially because she continues to do this and file frivolous litigation against people simply to defame them and have it as a public record so she can refer people to it to say, oh, yes, I've sued them. Look at how terrible they are. But she has no intention of going forward with the suit, where we would have to do discovery and we would find out who's right and who's wrong. So she filed 2 lawsuits against us and dropped them both. Yeah,
I think that's a key point we need to bring up too. When you say you don't go after people, or rather you don't sue people, but she went after, like, that's what you mean. She went after as in she sued you. She went after me, you, and other people, and the claims in her.
Jeremy Hales.
Yeah, there was no way she could win. It was such garbage litigation.
Totally garbage. And I would be remiss if I allowed her to get away with it without trying to have her held accountable. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Tug and I have been in talks with legal counsel. We do have a cause of action, and you're going to see that. You're going to see that hit the docket any day.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. So it's definitely 100%. It is really for real coming.
This is not going to be like you hear the fleas. Oh, just wait.
She's gonna get it.
We ain't blindsiding you, son.
There's a huge lawsuit coming for her, which they've been talking about for an entire year. No, this is going to be filed this week.
Oh, yeah, we're dead. Well, and we were being pretty nice about it at first. I was very serious about if she would have done what I requested, give me what I wanted, then I would not have pursued this course. I would have taken that and gone a different direction. But she's just not going to. Make all the threats.
I laid out demands as well. She did not attempt to communicate with me or give me what I asked for. And so the time on that is up. Her time is expired. There is no more dealing. So you will see that lawsuit filed this week. Jeremy Hales has filed his lawsuit today. I do
Mhm.
not have time to read it today. I don't know if Tug will get to that tomorrow. We'll have to see.
It's feeling like, that'll be our topic tomorrow unless just something insane comes up because, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm really feeling that, between there was that and there was one other kind of crazy thing that popped up. Now, I don't really know how to show you this on the screen without showing you something you don't need to, like doxing an address. So I'm just going to mention this. In the newest filing in federal case number 2, you had Ray ask for more time. Not a big deal, right? I mean, that's normal, right?
Yeah, pretty, especially with this crew. They're always
Right.
asking for more time. But yes, it's normal.
You know what is not normal though?
What?
Having the documents mailed from 2L's place for Ray. From it's Ray's documents and
Okay,
the
that's
address.
bizarre.
Yeah, that's really weird, isn't it? Especially considering there's allegations of a conspiracy being ran by a specific person. And
Huh.
yeah, Ray, remember he's not even supposed to be connected to any of these people, and yet they're mailing from their homes. And they're all writing together in unison to say to exclude him. And we had BBB, writing letters saying that that if Randy didn't back off, then oh my God,
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. When I was looking at the exhibits attached with it. They put in the mailing, the mailer, and all of that, and sure enough, that is not where Ray's from. That is 2L.
Oh my goodness. Why would is that something she can do? Did we get our wish? Is she being Ray's lawyer?
That's what it feels like.
Oh my God. Could this get any better? This
it's so
idiot is
funny.
going to be Ray's lawyer.
I wonder if that's actionable anyway. Because, I mean, again, they're not in a conspiracy. Why is she mailing from her place? I mean, again, it is captured in a court document.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. When I saw that, I was like, "What? Wait, what?"
So
now?
Ray has not gotten a lawyer yet. What is he asking for time
More
for?
time to get
Getting
a lawyer.
Time to get a lawyer. Okay.
Yeah, and medical. He said that they need more, like 30 days, because he's facing a medical crisis or issue, or I can't remember.
Well,
the exact.
His wife is in the hospital, so, and we all wish that she gets well soon. He complains that people are going after his wife. I've literally never seen that anywhere. So if anyone's doing that, they shouldn't. I've never mentioned his wife.
You know what?
To
No,
say she's sick.
I've not seen it. I think it's all deflection when they do stuff
Yeah.
like that, and unfortunately for him, I have extended the goodwill that he did not to other people,
Exactly. Because I don't go after people's families. That's, they're ridiculous. And
It sounds
stupid.
like a one-way street there.
It is definitely a one-way street. This is, I'm pulling out the spinner wheel for this. This is going to be fun, by the way. Because I don't know where to start with all of the chart that I made. I'm making a spinner wheel with all the different grifts, and we're going to spin the wheel each time to say which part of the chart to go to. This should be fun. This should be really fun.
I keep hearing Steven. I keep hearing grift on, grift grift until your dreams come true.
By the way, I was not impressed with the, I don't know, it was like the what's that singing competition with Simon Cowell? American Idol. What was with the American Idol last week? Or, like, trying to replace me with like an American Idol type scenario where you just keep bringing people on who are
Hey,
trying to
I like the
replace
idea of a
me as the
Thunderdome.
co-host. I did not approve, and now I've got J-Hip sending me threatening messages like, "Don't worry, we're going to fit you into the schedule still."
Well, again, when people have a problem, they meet under the dome, That's how it is.
I mean,
Two
really.
co-host dinner.
What was the deal? What's the deal? Like, I'm not cutting it. I got one family emergency, and now you're auditioning replacements. What is this?
Hey man, I know that Jay's been a proven winner lately, and so.
All right, just because he's been a proven winner does not
3-0 in the courtroom. What's up,
Just J-Hip says, LOL, I was a star, Megan. No. Star was a star. Star could give me a run for my money, but I don't think you have a chance at it, J-Hip. I'm sorry. Sorry, but no, it's not going to happen. There can only be one.
Let me see if Google knows about this. Hey, Google, how many cases has the per se lawyer Just J-Hip won? Let's see.
If Google
Percy Law
knows-
Group lists numerous successful settlements and verdicts on their case.
Well,
Percy Law Group?
Yeah, it doesn't have you there. What's up, man?
That's too
Man, it
bad.
doesn't know who the per se lawyer is.
How dare it? By the way, if
It's
you're
the
just
devil.
joining us, here, we've got, how many people are here right now? Let me see. I'm on the wrong screen to know. Wow, 2,900 of you here on YouTube, and that doesn't count the people on Rumble. Hello, Rumble Ghetto. How you doing? I just want to let you know that if you haven't hit that like button, why haven't you? Or you can hit the not like button too. The dislike is fine too. The algorithm likes either one. And subscribe. If you're a hater and you just want to hit the down vote, that's fine too. Hit either one, like, dislike, subscribe. And also, if you want to support the show, we always take breadsticks here. And there's a really fun way to send breadsticks. You go to supertip.gg/Megan Fox. It is pinned at the top of the chat on YouTube. I guess I should go and put it on Rumble too. And you can send AI voices to read to me your super chats, which is a lot of fun because they are hilarious. So don't forget that is available. I know you guys have been missing it since Tug does not have super tips. So, make sure you get in there and use that tonight.
It's unique to Megalodon's foe.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think you should sign up. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's one of the things. One of the things that's unique here. I think people.
Well, that's true.
That's one reason I haven't done it yet.
I know. I have got to add some more voices. I need to add yours. Adding yours is going to be funny because it's going to be difficult to actually get it right. And I don't know if I'll be able to, but it'll be fun to try. All right, here's the spinny wheel. Are you guys ready? I have put all the categories in. We have Barndoflop, Child Grift, Boondoggle Grift, Tortoise Grift, Car Grift, Northport Adoption Grift, Northport Medical Grift, Christmas Grift, Camper/Divorce Grift, Northport Nightmares, Animal Abuse, and Eviction. All right, you ready? You ready, Todd?
I'm ready for this.
go.
Yeah. And it's spinning around, everyone. Oh, it's slowing down. It's where are we? Oh, it's a camper divorce
Grift. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to the camper.
Man, that was a close one.
I know.
Much like the fight that's coming up, that I'm expecting that one to be a close one. Otherwise, the super chat one is good.
Camper and divorce grift. Here we go. All right. If you don't know what I mean by camper and divorce grift, here we have LMNOP posting on June 22nd of 2021. Very sad. Our relationship is ending. The house is getting put on the market, and the baby and I are buying a motorhome. My heart is absolutely broken. We need prayers and support from our friends and family. And poor Denise here says, that's sad for all of you, sending thoughts and prayers. Thank you. The baby and I are going to be fine. We love John with all our hearts, both of us, and we've tried with everything we could. We just can't do it anymore.
Yes, that is a theme, by the way, that has come up so many times. John is going to be out. They're going to move on without John, and yet when they collect their money, John goes with them.
John never left.
Yep.
And here we have in August of that same year, this was in Northport. Oh, look, LMNOP creates a fundraiser.
Wow, shocker there. Did you
We're
see that
moving.
list of fundraisers that one person put together?
Oh my God, yes. I meant to add that to this.
Oh my
I'll have
God,
to-
we need
Can
to
you pull it
that
up?
sucker up. Yeah.
See if you can find it while I read this.
Okay.
We are moving. I have been forced to rent a storage unit I did not think I needed or want. I have had other expenses that I was not expecting, like this one, and thought we could get by with tent camping on the property while we get everything ready. But that is not going to work and be in the best interest of the baby. The baby. It's all about the baby. I need to go get the motorhome I am purchasing. I need to raise $1,000 for gas to go get in the next 2 weeks and bring it here so we can get it put on the property to live in while we're up there clearing the property, cleaning up the property, and putting up tortoise pens. Any help will be a blessing to Harley and I. There is just no way that I can keep her safe in a tent. You think, oh my God, we tried. We went up there to tent camp for a weekend to see if we could do it, and there's absolutely no way. So any donations to us for that purpose will be so appreciated. Thank you, and we love you. God bless. If you can, like and share my phone fundraiser, that would help me so much. Help Lynette's personal emergency fundraiser. Oh, wait, is she calling herself Lynette? What the hell?
Wait, never. She doesn't call herself that. That must be someone else.
And then we go over to Otter Creek. This was on September 23rd.
Oh, I got it. I got that now. There. I found
Oh,
it.
good. Good morning. I need to do more clarifying on a couple subjects. So here they are. Number one, I am, yes, trying to get a second camper. I was getting a second camper from Lloyd. Remember? I have to send this camper to an RV repair shop for a major repair that cannot be put off much longer because the damage is destroying the camper. So it needs to leave ASAP. Number two, John and I are no longer married, as everyone has been made aware of, but we have chosen for years, even before HG, to share living experiences like the property and the Jeep and other payments we have because it's cheaper to share, and now because of HG. I have been more than transparent in why we're not married, and those things are still the same. I'm very proud of John, and he's still alcohol-free, and he's determined to keep it that way, and he deserves a standing ovation for that because it's not easy to do it, and he's doing very well. That doesn't change the things that have happened that broke us apart. I like things one way, and he likes them another way, but we still live together and stay on the same property. I need my own living space, period, with HG. In our house, once it's built, we have 3 bedrooms, 2 masters, and 1 loft. I will have the loft until HG is older, and she will have 1 master, and John will have his own, and we will share the living space and kitchen, etc. We've lived this way for years now, and it is what it is. We
He
love
doesn't
each
get
other.
a master. Wait. He doesn't get a master? That sucks. You're
Nope.
relegated to the toilet, sir.
We've lived this way for years now, and it is what it is. We love each other, but not as husband and wife. Well, that's convenient for benefits from the state, by the way. Let's see. I hope that clears things up. HG needs her own space to go to bed on time and not be, I don't know where the rest of that is. All right. So as you can see, she told everybody in Northport that they were getting divorced and she was leaving. And when the people in Northport found out that they were still together in Otter Creek, they were shocked, shall we
Right.
say. Shocked. All right, which one is going to be next? Let's go to the wheel.
Wait. Let's pull up that. Hey, let's pull up that that list of the
All right, you
different
got it?
GoFundMes and stuff. Yeah, I got it right here. So it'll go along with the
Yes.
whole donations and all of that.
Yes, this is a great idea. And then we'll
Okay.
spin the wheel.
All right. It's up there. You'll have to pull it up.
Oh, I have to pull this stupid thing down. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yes. So, okay. Now, just to give you a feel for this is not a small list. Again, the wants, needs, GoFundMe's, give, send, goes, requests, etc. We are talking about.
My God.
Yeah.
Wait, look at the dates. 2014.
Yeah. I mean, there are
$1,000 for a used Nissan Quest. $1,000 for trans when on the Quest. Then someone to teach me to crochet.
people.
You need a fundraiser for that. 15. Looking for queen mattress.
Yep.
New vacuum. Need
Shop
furnishings.
Furnishings.
Oh,
Older extra cell phone. So now here's another $1,000 requested for the shell thing. So again, it's my 501c3, but I can't afford it. It's just another grifting thing. Where can I have it?
Keep in mind, this entire lawsuit that Jeremy Hales has had to file against these people is because he said they used him, they targeted him. They targeted him as their next grift and stalked and harassed him when he said no. Does this look like the type of people who would do that? The answer is obviously yes.
How would you get that feeling from all?
This is way before that Jeremy Hales ever came into the picture.
Yeah,
I mean, you're talking about Otter Creek until 2021.
I bet you.
Or
there are.
No,
I bet you there are more things in the middle that we just don't know about too.
I'm
is just
sure.
What's known.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
a
I
lot.
interrupted you. Keep
No,
going.
you're fine.
What else do we have?
So we have, selling off stuff because for my adoption process, Northport Neighbors for Change. So we're in the Northport area. Message for a group she named Adoption Funding Request. Here is finalizing adoption, where she asked for $1,500. PayPal link on Northport Neighbors for adoption. So she's asking for more money with that. Here's another
And I have those
$1,000.
screenshots. We're going to see those.
Oh yeah. $1,000 request for the baby, HG for medical and other needs. Here's other needs listed for Dr. Brown's bottle warmer, dry erase marker. I mean, this is right from go. So she picks up a kid and is like, "Hey, I can't afford
Now
any of it."
Now I need the public to fund everything I need for this baby. And by the way, I want to just say it is probably normal for people once in a while. I've seen, I've supported GoFundMe's for friends. Somebody gets sick and they have medical bills that are overwhelming. It's normal for people to set up 1, maybe 2 GoFundMe's over a lifetime. It is not normal to have this many for every damn thing in your life. This woman did a fundraiser for an almond milk maker.
I mean, and right now, so let's just say it's really interesting when certain parties have pulled down, over $30,000 for sure, just out of YouTube. A certain party has, right in that, I'm not sure about the memberships, but the other part, what is that? $28,000 super chats, so I'm sure certain people like this are looking at it and thinking, holy God, that's a lot of money, right? So this is where she's asking for adoption lawyer money.
Wait, Steve Robillard points out crowdfunding a dry erase marker. Yes, it says
this was doing signs before it was cool.
Dry erase boards and markers and an eraser. Look, what is that? A total $15 for all those things? Like, what? She is living off of this. Yes.
Not just that. PayPal is on HG's page. So there was a page for the kids set up for asking for money, basically. Hey,
I also want to send out a shout out to Julie. If Julie's in the audience, Julie in the UK, much love to you. Julie's facing a terminal illness. She sent me a beautiful email today, and she's only, she's just got a little bit of time left, she feels, and she's been a fan of this show for a long time. And much love to you, Julie. adore you, and we're so happy that you've been here. And she wrote me the sweetest email today, and she said, I wonder if Jeff will be waiting for me with a whiskey. And man, did that get me. And I think so, Julie. I think so. And you never know what it's going to be like on the other side. So maybe you will get to follow along till the end and see how it all turns out. But Julie, we love you. And
Yeah,
I
love
hope you're
you for
out
sure.
there.
Yeah, for sure. That all that hit me in my feels, for real.
I know. I told you to grab the tissues.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful email.
It was.
She said that, she's just grateful that we've been there with her when she's up late at night, and, and it took her mind off of things, she's been fighting cancer for over 2 years, and the battle's almost over. But, Julie, if there's anything you need, you reach out to me, and even if you just want to talk.
Well, you know what? You got friends and people that are here to, like I said, we goof off, we have fun, and we all get to lay aside any problems that we have in our life for a minute, and we get to laugh at stupid people. And that is probably one of the best it's probably one of the best pastimes, laughing at the punchline that they are. It's good stuff.
Oh, it absolutely. Did anybody catch the, speaking of laughing at stupid people, anybody catch the Coldplay cam over the weekend?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good Lord.
Well, so that CEO decided to cheat with his head of HR in front of the entire concert venue of like 60,000 people at a Coldplay concert. And oh, dear Lord, now he's had to resign, and she's probably going to be fired. And the entire internet is laughing, and they are a meme. And
did you see her background,
beautiful.
by the way? So she was married, divorced after she had cheated with a CEO. She ended up getting with that person. Now she's cheating with another CEO.
And the one that she's with right now is the richest man in Boston. He comes from the wealthiest family. There is a poem about his family that ends with the Cabots talk only to God. He is worth $14 billion. The guy she's
I figured there's a poem like, I love you, but if you decide to cheat, then, well, it'll be God you meet. Because I'm rich.
The Cabot family apparently had someone in their family say they have like a family motto, which is to marry rich women. I don't know how rich she is, but couldn't be richer than them.
No.
But it is somebody made me some cartoons, and I'm looking for them right now because I wanted to share them because they're so funny, of some of the members in the ecosystem in a Coldplay scenario. And it was so funny, but I'm not finding them because my email is so buried.
Oh, God. I think somebody sent me that. I think I did see that.
Oh, if you can find it, pull it up.
Oh,
It's
no,
so
I don't know where it's
freaking
at.
funny. I know. It got buried. And you guys, it's so funny. I gotta find it. I feel like it had to be today. I swear it was today. Somebody sent it to me today, and the pictures are hysterical. Gosh, where is it?
It's just so
let's try
funny.
has
I mean, what a
attachment.
scenario. What craziness. What a way to mess up, And there's been a lot of people that are like, why is that important? Well, if if you're a regular employee and you got caught doing this stuff, that would be a problem for anyone else. But the CEO and HR would be the person, the people that would make your life hell. So,
well, of course. And that's why it actually made people so mad, is because I think a lot of people in corporate America are really sick of HR telling them how to behave, and that their jokes are not okay, that their jokes are not okay. And, I found it. I found them. Okay. I found them. I found what I wanted. Yay. All right, check this out. We've got a Coldplay scenario with BBB. Oh wait, I have to take yours down first. And Fleesa. Do you see this?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. They look so happy. I didn't know they were Coldplay fans.
Oh, it's so good.
Wait, well, maybe that explains it. I knew Bruce was a music lover.
Here's another one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's all my eyes can take. All right, where were we? We were looking at the list of grifts, the grifting list. All right. It may take us 2 hours just to get through this one. We won't be able to read every single one.
Oh no.
But look at 2020, there's 2,000, 8,500, 1,500, 865, another 1,500, raising money for cars, for adoption stuff. 2021, 9,000 for motorhome, mystery bags. Oh God, 1,000 in 2021 for personal emergency to get a trailer. I'm like, how many campers is she not going to get, but she's going to raise money for? She's never gotten one, not one.
It's just wild, period. I mean, this is a lot of money, and it's not even close to now. I mean, by the end of that page, it only gets to 2022.
All right, scroll down. How much more do we have? Do we have totals at the bottom, like of how much she tried to raise?
Well, some of it's hard to total because some of it's not money, some of it's
and these are all requests, by the way. If you don't see a dollar amount, you can read next to here. It's requesting builders, requesting donating games, requesting I'm calling around for hay donations, repair for overhanging. I need volunteers. Need teen girl to babysit. Need a roll-off dumpster or junk hauler. Oh, good Lord.
The beginning there. So that was what they said that the home would cost, by the way, at the beginning. They said that they needed $15,000. They have 7, so they need 8. They were saying that everything by itself would only cost $8,000 remaining. And then it's suddenly become this insane amount of money that just there's never enough. It doesn't matter how much money comes in,
It's never enough. I mean, look, HG's Amazon wish list, donations for the 501c, request plants and seeds for rescue, in search of a drain pipe, new Amazon list, another Amazon list. Scroll down, replacing the milk maker. Stop cyberbullying. Oh, here's a big one, $5,000. Stop cyberbullying, and then 7,500 for attorney. Another more attorney fees. $30,000 request. Help LMNOP and JC fight stalking.
That's crazy. $30,000 from Marla. So they were asking for $30,000.
But this should show only me that this pattern of begging for money online has been going on since that we could find since 2014. 2014.
Yeah, only me, by the way, if you really want to, you want, this comes with all the proof that you need to. Again,
a lot of this is on my thing, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's 78 pages of this.
Yep. Oh, so, you know what? Only me. If you want us to email this to you, we're happy to do it.
Oh, yeah. If
you would like this document and it with all the proof laid out for you, we're happy to do that. No problem whatsoever. My email address is, listed, meganfox.writer@protonmail.com. Happy to send it to you. All right, let's get back to the wheel. We need to choose our next, where are we going next on the Grifto board? Here we go. Spin. I love the spinning wheel. Makes me happy.
See, what I don't understand with the ecosystem thing is even people who when they're like, I don't like Jeremy Hales, fine. So you choose these people. You're saying that somehow that makes them legitimate and good. Well, why?
Yeah, right. That doesn't make any sense. Did your mic just get cut off? That was weird. It sounded like you.
It sounded like it. Well, it's storms out here, so it's probably the weather acting up.
All right, the wheel selected tortoise grift. Okay. And obviously, this is not all of the grift. There's so much more than this. So much more. I only chose one example in Northport. There were many, but I only chose one because I knew that this was going to get lengthy. But if you go see Rosalind's conspiracy streams about all of this, she has so much more. But here's one in Northport. Looking for used lumber for a project, for her animal projects. There were also posts about, oh, I want to adopt this cat, this big cat. Like, again, while she's begging for money to eat, she's going to adopt an exotic cat. That it's nuts. Then in Otter Creek, we've got the payment ended up being over, this was in 2020, being over $400 a month. So when he got his check, he put his full check onto that to break it down and bring down the payment. But my God, they just get you coming and going. I mean, I'll figure it out, but you really needed to get something for HG, but we're good. It's hard times for everyone. We've had a really hard time with the tortoise rescue because finding lettuce, just lettuce, has been tough. Our place that we normally get it from decided they were going to cater to the full dollar customers and no longer cater to us small ones. It's a big company, Cheney Brothers, that sells to restaurants and things like that. So they always have big crates of stuff. And if they break a pallet, they have to sell the whole pallet for cheap. Well, they just decided to get rid of all of it to another rescue and forgot about us altogether. So there went our lettuce, and we've had to buy every bit of lettuce for them. So it's been tough. We'll get through. There's a lot of people in a lot worse situations than I am. I feel bad for all the people who, aren't getting money because they took it for their child support or whatever. I think child support needs paid, but good Lord, this wasn't the time to take money when no one's working. That seems so mean.
You're out of lettuce, so we need you to slide us a little.
And then look at this. So then she got herself written up in the newspaper. It's a shell thing. Tortoise Rescue relocates to Levy County. Now, this is something that Lynette does regularly. This was in 2022. So what she does is she finds these little local reporters who, they have to find stuff to write about. It's part of what they do, right? And if they can't find, so when they get these local stories, or people that have these little local stories, they'll write about it. So sure,
what a story too. Look at that.
Yeah. Do you think this even happened?
But notice, but read the third paragraph portion, which is kind of, notice what the Hales pops up in there.
I know. This is why I put this up here, is because this just tells you why they moved to Otter Creek. It's right here. But listen to this part. One day, a homeless red-footed tortoise wandered up a driveway in Sarasota County and became the inspiration for a nonprofit organization.
Damn vagrant turtles.
The tortoise is native to South America and clearly very far away from home. The driveway belonged to John Cook and Lynette Preston, who told the newspaper her name was Lynette. Weird.
That's strange.
Who took in the tortoise and opened their hearts to rescue more. It's a Shell Thing has been rescuing animals for years and is relocating from Northport to Otter Creek. The organization has purchased land and is now in the process of building the enclosures needed for all the animals. It's making it sound like a legitimate rescue. Not just rehabilitating the animals, Cook and Preston are fixing their lot as well. Their location had previously been used as a local dumping ground, and Cook and Preston are working hard to breathe some positive life back into the property.
I'm sure that's good for the animals.
The land was profiled in its previously derelict state in a video by YouTubers What the Hales, who have more than 500,000 subscribers. Who do you think told the reporter about that video?
Yeah, indeed.
I guarantee you she did not do her own research and find that. Lynette
asked about the dumping ground. They were like, at least it's not a cemetery or anything like that.
This just shows that they had their eye on Jeremy Hales from the beginning. The reason they moved there, they mentioned him in the article they're profiled in. So this is about the tortoises and the fowl and blah, blah, blah. Some people take very
The
good
wrong
care
kind
of
of
them.
foul, by the way, just
Yeah.
to say.
I love this part. Some people take very good care of them, but a lot of people don't, Preston said. Fast forward to Fish and Game coming to her property and telling her that she's keeping her tortoises with no water, and to the enclosures are too small, and a bunch of them are sick and need antibiotics.
I know hers were more like POW camps than freaking.
Right. Yes. So, all right, this is all about we fostered a tortoise who would play with our chickens. You mean the bald chickens who are starving and sick?
He's probably trying to eat them. He was wondering, like, how can I take a bite of this chicken?
Oh my gosh. So then it says, if you want to help, it's a shell thing. The nonprofit recently received their 501c3 status, meaning all donations to the organization are now tax deductible. It is also able to provide community service hours for those looking to volunteer. Can you imagine that volunteer job? No, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, I'm sure that would be great.
So Lynette uses her, media savvy to find these local people who will write these puff piece articles about her. And trust me, folks, there's way more to the tortoise grift, but that was I just wanted to show you a brief overview of how this has been going. So let's go back to the wheel. The wheel. Let's remove
How good
that.
of a grift that is, by the way.
The tortoise grift? It can't be that good.
I mean, it's like they, you know how some people try out hobbies? It's like they try out different grifts.
Oh, good. Oh, the Northport medical grift. I'm so glad that this one came up because it is the biggest grift on this board. It's the biggest one. And this would be after the baby is born. Lynette claims that she has this disease, okay? And I say claims because there is no medical evidence that I've seen. And no, I don't count that letter that she claims she wrote. It reminds me too much of Laura Owen's Photoshop skills. It reminds me too much of Laura Owen's faked medical records. I wouldn't believe, I just don't believe her. And I need to hear the doctor myself. But she claims that the baby has she claims that she has what's the word I'm looking for, Tug? She says it all the time. A metabolic disorder. Okay, so here's the Northport medical grift. And these are in no particular order. I just threw them all in here just so you can see an overview of this. Here she is telling a public Facebook page, you helped teach me about trusting God. Well, I asked for this baby 25 years ago, and here she is. Remember, I had hoped that maybe Ron and I could adopt Sheila's baby, and that would be with my baby, but didn't work out. So she tried to adopt another baby with a different husband. I don't know who Ron is, but maybe Ron Griffey. Yeah. And then so
Jeremy.
What?
Wait, I said Ron Jeremy, from back in the day, I met him when I was on the pole before I took up the faith.
And during the time she keeps telling everybody that this child is sick, she's telling them, I'll be posting on YouTube soon. I'm starting a YouTube channel, which of course would be aimed at doing stuff like, at grifting. Clearly, here's something. This is what my HG has and where it all started. And this is a decoding the unique medical needs of the Amish. I don't know. It has something to do with this gluteal something. I don't know. Whatever disease she says she has, a metabolic disorder. Then she says, we are closing this Facebook down because we forgot all the information. What? We will be starting a new HG page
what does that
in the
mean?
future.
We forgot all the information?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. But there's intent to start a new page about HG, using her child and her child's illness or alleged illness for that. Okay, this is a very typical post. Starting tomorrow, HG gets less formula, Similac, something more food. So I have to count the protein in it right now. She gets 1.5 grams of protein. Tomorrow she gets 2.5 grams. That means one full jar of baby food has 1 gram of protein 2 times a day, or a jar with 2 grams. I'll give her half a jar. This is crazy, but it's what we have. We did find out as her protein goes up, mommy can treat her to a low protein ice cream. Yay! I get to eat ice cream with my baby one day. I'm so happy. She will never eat meat or dairy or seafood. Well, maybe one bite. She will be vegan, and that's okay. We can work with that, except she cannot have nuts or seeds or things like that. This is not easy, but I would not change it for anything. Getting to raise a baby, a child again, with no one getting involved. She is just my baby girl means the world to me. Ooh, that's a creepy sentence. With no one being involved, no one getting involved.
That is kind of creepy, man.
I will cherish these moments forever. I love being her mama, her mommy, the one who snuggles with and cries to and yells at. What? I am hers and she is mine. It makes my heart sing. There is no reason to post this kind of thing in a public public Facebook groups unless you are trying to get sympathy for this thing. Like it's overboard. And if it was one post, I could overlook it, but there are hundreds. There are more than I even posted here, okay? I am adopted at 9:30 a.m. September 30th in the line for the drive-thru at Walgreens. My mommy talked to the judge and he said I was now her daughter forever. I am so blessed. My mommy cried in joy all day long.
God, you know, if this were just a gimmick too, that'd be one thing. But she tried to tell people, she was like, that really was the baby. Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's writing in better sentences than Lynette does. That makes sense. The baby did it.
And here we go with April 8th. I pray I will get full guardianship of HG until we can get the adoption papers signed. I may be taking a trip to New Jersey when this virus is over and can find someone to watch HG that can deal with her medical disorder. 1 to 2 days to get these papers signed. Now, interestingly, Elaine Emmerich, who was the person who wrote some of the articles for her in Northport, she was like her ally there. She says, one thing at a time, get the guardianship papers done first. Then you may be able to get her through abandonment. It may be much easier once you're the legal guardian. A judge will totally understand your plight, especially now with the virus. They will not play when it comes to crappy parents who abandon a child. It's no joke right now. But of course, that is that's a contested fact. We have evidence that the mother did not want to abandon her, did not want her adopted out. And we're going to get to that. Now, she posts every single rash this kid ever had on Facebook. Here's one. So poor HG got this rash from amoxicillin. The new pediatrician is afraid it's a syndrome that may give her a fever, which is life-threatening to her. Mommy is on serious baby watch tonight. I mean, it's weird, folks. Looks can be deceiving. She's beautiful, but then it goes into how sick she is. She's beautiful, but so sick, right? And this is all about getting people to sympathize with her. She's doing better today. Thank you, Jesus. My sweet baby girl is not feeling so good tonight. Nothing life-threatening. Just changes in the recipe of her formula have left her with the poops. And her rear is getting sore. So no more baby wipes. I'm using my homemade ones now with very little bit of baby soap water. That's all. Nothing hard on her rump at all. Poor baby. Update, changed attorney, have to pay her way less. Thank you, Jesus. We have $150 down. I need to finish paying $350 by next week and the balance of $2,500 after that. So it's all about money. It'll be $2,000 we need to raise. I will be starting a new fundraiser with a new way to pay, and I hope and pray our friends and family will feel the Christmas spirit and help us get this little girl adopted so she can get her medical, so we can do the things for her we need to. But of course, what that means is raise more money. Her G-tube has been put off for a month because she doesn't have medical to pay for it. So that's kind of a mixed blessing, I guess. I think anyway, night all, keep HG in your prayers so her little hiney gets better. Okay.
Her
this
G-tube
one
has been put off for what?
Yeah, she has that feeding tube.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Oh, anyway.
I know. And here's another one from 2019. So I'm going to get paint for baby's room since Sissy moved out. So now I've got to get it ready to do for HG, but HG has the squirts, which is bad. It's
Oh, okay.
bad. She can end up in the hospital. Please pray for HG that this goes away because it means a hospital visit. So please, everyone who reads this, please pray it stops. Please pray that her butt heals and this yucky, gross. Why is she making me say these words? Like, why is she talking about her baby's bottom and bodily
Let's pray the
functions?
squirts away.
I mean, it's just so gross.
Gross,
Harley,
man.
great. HG, the day she was born, and we have pictures of Lynette at the hospital. I got to cut the cord and everything. I've been with her every minute of her life, except for a few hours, kicked out of the hospital by birth mom.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
Birth mom didn't want her there, didn't want her to adopt the baby, which means mom did not abandon her. Please don't blame yourself. You and HG are in my prayers. It's nothing you did. Bad things happen to good people. Oh, she mixed up Adderall and Ativan. She said Adderall. She said the doctor gave the baby Adderall, which of course she wouldn't. Okay, here's more posts about the baby taking medicine. I'm so proud of my princess HG. She's back to taking her superpowers, levocarnitine, by mouth, no tube. She even tried to lick the anti-seizure medicine to see if she could take it as well, but it doesn't taste so great. We had talked about this before. We're not sure why she was on an anti-seizure med because that has nothing to do with the metabolic disorder she says she has. It's all very convoluted, folks, but this is just an overview. There's so much more to this. Hello, this is HG's page, so you can follow her and how she is doing and what is happening with our adoption. If anyone wants to follow HG and her medical issues or adoption issues, please follow her and send a friend request. HG doing very well, except we had a medical mishap and the doctors overlooked the fact that she was on a birth weight amount of her something, which is her life force, and it keeps the level of glutaric acid down in her body, which at high levels, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this just goes on and on. Metabolic stroke. HG had symptoms. She's the problem, and she's got all these things, and she needs a feeding tube. She's tongue-tied. It just goes on and on. On and on. Emergencies threaten her life. And this all precludes asking for money, by the way. It always ends up that there's an ask for money. Look at how much more we have of this. All right. So there's, I read these. Let's go over here. Oh, she's doing good. Diagnosis is NAS, neonatal abstinence syndrome caused by drugs and withdrawal, and the glutaric acidemia, which we know is either a hereditary metabolic disorder or it comes from environmental. So if we find no one else has it, then we can assume it came from drugs. If someone in the family has it, that means children need to get screened that are in the two families. We may be going home tomorrow, and I still need so much. Thank you to the people who have showed us their love by donating to Harley's fundraiser. And here we have this strange picture of her showing that this is not a tongue tie, by the way. That's not what that is. That's a lip tie. A tongue tie is different. That's on your tongue, not your lip. What this is right here, you do not need an oral surgeon for. My daughter had this. Fairy has one of these. And the dentist can take a little soldering iron and just zip that out. Right. We actually never got it done because ours said it's not necessary. It'll either rip on its own one day or it won't. And so there's no point in doing it. But here she says, we're trying desperately to find an oral surgeon who will fix her tongue tie and her lip tie. You don't need an oral surgeon for that. Any dentist can take care of it, or it just rips on its own eventually. I mean, I just doubt very much that this baby has had the issue. I think she exaggerates these issues. The lip tie is an absolute exaggeration. You do not need an oral surgeon for that. Oh God, more posts about the baby's butt. I'm not going to read those.
Gross, man.
I'm not going to read the butt
What
posts.
a
I just
legacy.
can't.
What a legacy online too.
Yeah.
Hey, look at all these things about my what? No.
Yeah, I know. Again, parents, be careful what you put online about your kids. It's embarrassing for them. Doing much better today. Can't wait to bring her home. Things we needed to care for Harley Grace and our gas and living expenses on a disability paycheck. We need help financially because the adoption is not done yet and birth parents are playing games and not signing the papers. Oh, you mean they contested the adoption? We've been unable to get HG's social security number. We've been unable to keep up with certain payments because we made sure the attorney is paid and the court costs are paid. And we've been hanging on to those monies. The filing fee is $410, blah, blah, blah. All the viruses. There's so many viruses. We're going to need a plastic set of drawers for her medical equipment. She's getting a feeding tube. There'll be sterile bandages, glasses, tapes, and just stuff. I need to raise money. I'm having a big yard sale this week. I'm doing everything possible. She's worth every bit of humility we have left to lose, as if she's not used to asking for things online. I love how she pretends that she never asks.
I've never asked for a dime. I'm so humble.
It's so crazy. Send it to our PayPal, which is for the tortoises, but we can use it for either. I'm going to open some type of thing that my kids are telling me about, some safe financial thing called Zelly. I don't know.
That proves so she's tried to say that the tortoise, that all of that money is it's specifically for the tortoises. But that shows that she's used it for other things, for donations, for other stuff.
That is correct. Yes, she has. Here's another one. So I found a GA1 group on Facebook and have chatted with another mom about this awful disorder, and now I'm scared to death. I had no idea brain damages can occur without having a fever. Just missing a feed or a supplement can set it off. Oh, this mom is going to be on high alert from now on. HG is so healthy that it's easy to forget she's a very sick baby. And this is interesting because on the caption of this picture, which I think I accidentally cut off, she talks about John as being a father for the first time. And as we all know in her deposition, he says he's not her father. So it's just another lie to add to the lies.
Well, she showed that, as far as parent, in those new documents that she put up online, that he signed as a parent anyway. So that's going on right now, even though she said all these horrible things about him and allegations and, wouldn't have him around her and yet.
And here she's talking to people on a public Facebook page about HG's mom and how she's a drug user and she's not cooperating and making people feel sorry for her. And it's just more about how sick she is. I don't want to read every single word of this because there's so much of it. This will just go on and on. Now, this is funny. This is about blood work she got done at some lab. This is about you keep changing her name. What's the birth certificate say? And LMNOP says her adoption papers and new certificate says HG Sawani Vera Lou Preston. And yes, I wasn't clear what I wanted to name her. I gave her a birth name to begin with because I was not prepared for her. So she was a shock and a surprise for me. And now she's named after both of her grandmothers from either side of her biological parents. And she has my grandmother's names. Yeah, we all know why she gave her a bunch of names. Her birth name was Harley Mila Olivia Lynn Preston. Then it was Harley Grace Suwani Viralu Preston. But wait, there's more. It must not be here, but I have a list of all the different names she has given this child. And I think we all know why. Because Lynette, Michelle, Lacey, Alexis, Preston has used all of her names to create a bunch of different identities so that she can disappear and reappear whenever she wants to.
What names, man? It's like they just look up names, My name is Tylenol Midol.
Oh my gosh. It's a metabolic disorder that is not a good one. but we're not claiming it. I'm claiming she's clean and clear and free and going to be healthy and happy. All I can say is we have been loaned the money for the home study. We have to pay it back. Now we have to raise money for a lawyer to get the paperwork started and get it signed immediately. This adoption is going to be very quick, probably one of the quickest ever seen in Florida. Dear Lord. She's very sick, very, very sick. She went to a mandatory well child checkup and she again caught a virus. Her temp has been 104.6 for hours. So again, posting every second of her day on these public Facebook groups, and it's all about how sick this child is. All right, now she needs a butt warmer wipe thing, a wipe butt warmer. It's all about the butt. She's begging people for butt warmers. More about the metabolic disorder, and oh God, there's so much. I'm not gonna be able to read all of this. It's just too much. But I think you guys have gotten the gist of it. Okay, she had to be rushed to the hospital. She could die. It's very dangerous, and then she asks people for money. We need all of our needs met. We need lots and lots and lots of things. Whew, Tug. That was
an amazing amount.
And that's not even all of it.
Yeah,
it's not even half of it that's there.
And the point here is when people are like, hey, is there proof? And you're always told by these wackadoodles over on the PR side of this thing that there's absolutely no proof of any crazy or bad. Yeah. Hey, have you seen, by the way, that I guess now it's becoming formal that they're starting to more and more call the fence the $20,000 fence?
Sorry, I missed what you said. I had a kid interruption. What was it?
Apparently, the fence now it's becoming more and more formalized that the cost of the fence is being called the $20,000 fence these days.
If that thing is $20,000, they got ripped off.
They're at $20,000, yeah, because somebody got ripped off, all right. $20,000 indeed. That's
crazy. That's insane. I need a break from the griftapalooza. I'm like, I feel like my anxiety rising. My anxiety is through the roof. Where's my button? I'm missing my button.
I have anxiety over the roof.
I need a break. You know what I need? I need a super tip break. Oh, yes. There are some ready to be played. Fan-freaking-tastic. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you, chat, for coming through. Suzanne 7IB Callie, thanks for the $9.
What the hell is Temu Crew?
It's legal for we got Megan's and Tug's backs.
What the hell does legal mean? Is that sold at the booth next to mine in Chief Land? What the hell is Temu Crew?
It's legal.
No, don't do it twice.
Yeah, it's sold in Chief Land. That's funny.
And Stoops to number 1. Thanks for the 5.
At this point, the anti-What the Hales ecosystem needs its own storage unit just to house all the jealousy, conspiracy theories, and burnt bridges they're hoarding. At this point, the anti-What the Hales ecosystem...
Stop it. Stop doing it twice.
It's true, though. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, by this time, oh, Lord. I guess they got LP back in line somewhat, by the way, because LP is now... for now, like that's what I was saying would happen. She'd gone from, going nuts online and threatening to do a video. They would somehow get her back in line. I figure it's a mixture, probably carrot stick, they probably gave her something she wants, but they also, I'm sure they gave her some of the, get in line or else too.
Man, I guess that's what I'm hearing, but I don't think it'll last, whatever it was.
Oh, no.
It's not going to last. The cracks in the foundation are too big. The whole thing is going to come crumbling down.
It also came out to donors. I mean, like anybody who give their money to this now after seeing the person you've been asked to give over $100,000 to after they've been called a liar and a fraud and all this other crap. like if you would give your money to that person, you'd have to be insane to do that, you know?
Yeah, you would. You would have to be crazy to do that. Oh, is Ace. I'm looking forward to this one. Thanks for the 20. This is hilarious. Oh, wait, I got to make me big again to play this. Okay, here we go.
Sorry, Megan. I waited a full week to try this. I need everyone to join in with a good ah.
We missed you, Megan.
That was perfect.
That sounded a little goaty.
Ah.
Wrong with that old commercial, you know, the Bud Light. Remember that commercial?
Yes. And Debbie Florio, thanks for the 5.
J-Hip auditioned for Megan Fox's spot and got hit with a too pitchy dog. They wanted ripe talent, not a bruised pair.
Too pitchy, dog. It's kind of pitchy for me, dog. And then we have a super tip, which is a super chat, which I will read from Wednesday's Life Experience Memories. Thanks to the 5. It says, wow, Megan, I'm very impressed with this flow chart. I haven't heard most of what you're going over. Thanks for your hard work. I'm famous for my my whiteboards. I am famous for them. I have not used one in a while. But I do like to, this is the way my brain works, by the way. If you ever want to know what it looks like inside my brain, this is what it looks like. This is how my brain organizes. Oh, God. Are we ready to go on? Do you think we're ready to go on to the next one? Should we go to the wheel?
Okay.
Spinning wheel. All right, here we go. All right. Where's the next gateway to hell that we will be visiting? Oh, I hope it is the animal abuse, because this one is going to make you mad. All right. Guys, on this one, we have information that has never been shown before. I was waiting for the right moment to share it, but it is shocking. And if you have problems, I just want to give a warning. There are going to be some graphic pictures of animal abuse and some graphic descriptions of animal abuse. And it's not pleasant, but I want to give you that warning because I owe that to you as the viewer. But we're going to, I'm not going to hide from the truth. Let's just put it that way.
So sad, man.
So, in 2014, they lived in Rotunda West. And at the time, LMNOP's daughter was supposed to just come to stay for a visit, but she ended up moving into their apartment and caused a bunch of problems. One of the problems that she caused was that she was arrested for severe animal abuse. This is the daughter now, Lynette's daughter. And the reason why I think this is relevant, and the reason I'm bringing, these are all public documents, by the way, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because where do you think that this person got into the habit of abusing animals?
Indeed.
She was raised by a woman who claims to rescue animals, and yet all these allegations of animal abuse follow her. And here we have that her daughter was arrested, involving 9 animals, including horses, donkeys, and ponies that were in desperate need of medical attention care, and the owner failed to provide it. As a result, these animals suffered needlessly as a result of the owner's negligence. It talks about where the animals were. The owner was Lindsay Preston Dornbell. Now, by the way, none of these addresses are current now. They don't live there. These are not addresses that anyone is living at, that we're talking about any people here. The department received an anonymous call regarding 16 animals that were allegedly neglected. A few of the animals at that time were found to be underweight. The animals were being kept in a fenced area that was too small to house that many large animals. There was no grazing material for them. After speaking with the owner, she advised that she had just moved the animals down here from Iowa. While they were up north, they had lost weight with a friend of hers that had failed to care for them properly. Based on that information, it was discussed with the owner how to fix the issue. But on August 10th, we received a report of 2 of Miss Dornball's ponies that had gotten loose from that address. They were both struck by a vehicle, one of which was dead on the scene. The second was severely injured and was later euthanized. On August 18th, they responded back out to that address again for a complaint of the animals being underweight. At that time, only 9 animals remain on the property, all of which collectively had lost hundreds of pounds. The area that they were confined to was again too small to house these animals. They had no grazing material or supplemental feed. The animals were in deplorable physical condition. Based on the worsening of the animals' condition, a search and seizure warrant was executed for the animals. They examined all of them. None of the animals were of ideal weight. They ranged from a body condition score of 1 to 3.75, which 5 is ideal. They all had overlong hooves, sharp enamel points, internal parasites, fungal infections on their skin. 2 of the animals were anemic. One was so severe that it was at a very dangerous level. His hematocrit was 16%. At 8%, he will die. A petition for custody was heard and granted in August of 2014. Our investigation has concluded that these animals suffered needlessly as a result of Lindsay Preston Dornball's neglect and cruelty. It is in the opinion of this department that the acts of animal cruelty were committed by Lindsay Preston Dornball under Florida state statute that states a person who unnecessarily overloads, overdrives, torments, deprives the necessary sustenance or shelter, or unnecessarily mutilates or kills any animal or causes the same to be done or otherwise any animal in a cruel or inhumane manner is guilty of a misdemeanor of the first degree, punishable as provided by law or by fine, if not more than $5,000 or both. A person who intentionally commits any act to an animal or person who owns or has the custody or control of any animal and fails to act, which results in a cruel death or excessive or repeated infliction of unnecessary pain or suffering or causes the same to be done, commits aggravated animal cruelty, a felony of the 3rd degree, punishable by a fine if not more than $10,000 or both. This was signed by the animal control officer, and I know that this is shocking and gross, but I think it's important that we look at it because I think it gives a good background as to what we're dealing with.
I think it's just sad too, you know? I mean, damn.
It's very sad. Very sad. So this is the state versus Lindsay Preston Dornball. So these are the state charges. And it says that she did unlawfully and intentionally commit an act to an animal, mini pony, Cremello stallion Casper, which resulted in the cruel death of said animal. And then also did unlawfully and intentionally commit an act to an animal, the quarter horse dark bay gelding drift, which resulted in the cruel death of said animal or excessive or repeated infliction of unnecessary pain and suffering. And that she did unlawfully and unnecessarily overload, torment, deprive, beat, mutilate, kill mini pony sorrel white paint bunny. Or that she did unlawfully do all of these things to the mini donkey paint Petunia. And also all of these things to mini donkey gray dun baby girl. Jasper, the donkey gray. The quarter horse paint mare Sunny. Quarter horse dun mare Kalua. Quarter horse Danica. Mini pony Bunny. Mini donkey Petunia. God, there's so many of them. Mini donkey. I've not read through this whole thing. Baby girl. Jasper, the donkey gray. Quarter horse paint mare Sunny. I mean, it turns your stomach. It really does. So this same daughter of hers was living with her in Rotunda West. Now, this is a letter that was given to her. Now, I want only me to pay attention to this because this is proof that Elemental P, and JC have been a pain in the ass to their neighbors forever. August 8th, 2014. Tug, do you want to read this?
No, you read it.
Okay.
I don't want to read this.
Dear John and Michelle, going by Michelle now. The association continues to receive complaints about nuisances and annoyances associated with your unit. In some cases, due to the extended stay of your house guests, including but not necessarily limited to loud and vulgar language, loud music, and repeated police visits have been reported. It is now more than 90 days since your guests arrived, and while the rule allowing guests to reside in the unit for a maximum of 90 days was rescinded back in 2/17/86, we have extended you the 90-day courtesy of not requesting their departure earlier.
Hey, I will read. Actually, here we go. The time has come, however, I'll give you a break for a minute. The time has come, however, in light of continued complaints and the length of their stay, that we must now demand that your guests leave resident at River House. I draw your attention to the declaration, condominium, paragraph number 13, items A and B, which state that, quote, each of the units shall be occupied only by a single family, and that, quote, no nuisances shall be allowed, nor any use or practice which is the source of annoyance to residents or which interferes with the peaceful possession and proper use of condominium property by its residents. Given the circumstances, I advise that your guests must vacate the River House property immediately. Your urgent attention to this matter is required today. Sincerely, da, da, da. And I like that. Judge, as I'm filing out this paperwork at the court, 5 police officers are at my home.
Signed by John Cook.
Johnny Cook boy.
Now you can read through this one too. This is the eviction. So they're evicting Lynette's daughter, Lindsay. Here's her name, Lindsay Dornball, the same person we just read about the arrest for animal abuse. And by the way, folks, I do not have any information about what happened to her or if she was convicted of those things. The only information I have is that she was charged with those things. I do not know if she took a deal, or what happened with that, if she was convicted. So that's something I don't know. I'm sure we can find it out, but I just wanted to read what I had. All right, go ahead and
so family that won't leave property, no rent being paid, PAYED. So let's see, payable. I said they could stay for a month. That was 4 months ago.
I like this part. I want them out of my condo. I live there.
Man, it's wild in the amount of time that they've turned everything that they have into nothing. You know, they decided again, you can tell they chased that dollar because they took everything they had, they liquidated it, and they moved to Otter Creek. Why Otter Creek? What other reason would you have to move to that property? Like,
there is no reason to move
and
there.
to overpay. I mean, they significantly overpaid for that property.
Now, there are going to be pictures here that bother people. So this is if you have a weak stomach and you can't take it. I now want to show you the animal abuse that has happened on the property in Otter Creek. And there is evidence. There is photo evidence. Jamie Johnson sent these pictures to Shara. She said, chickens all have no feathers on their asses. Plus, let's not forget how she was going to kill Tilly right in front of my eyes. I thought that Tilly was a dog, but wasn't Tilly the dog? Anyway, I don't know. I can't confirm that one. One died when it got stuck under a pallet. Do you see the pallet right there? So Jamie's saying a chicken got stuck underneath there because those openings are a little big, and it died. Now look they're all bare. I own chickens. You guys know I have chickens. I have never seen this happen to my chickens. This is not a normal thing that they go through. This is not what it looks like when they molt. A molting chicken doesn't have all these really angry red spots, and they don't go completely bare either. They just get real thin. I mean, sometimes by their neck, they'll get a bare spot, but I've never seen it like that on their back ends ever. And she says, this is the pallet where one died. Now, this is at Lynette's house. These are from Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. These are the pictures that they documented, and here's what they said. Figure number 6, the only water source in an AFT enclosure with unclean water in container. Figure 7, only water provided to a red-footed and Herman's tortoises. Here's another one. Figure 2, enclosure with pool of water smaller than AFT housed. Figure 3, pool of water approximately on shell width of AFT housed. Note, blue arrow shows unutilized concrete pools that were cracked and no longer held water.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. And she didn't get cited for this. She got a warning. Florida Fish and Wildlife, you suck. These animals deserve better.
Yeah,
they deserve better.
I mean, it's essentially throw them into the Florida heat. No
With
water,
no water.
no nothing. God, man.
And small, the enclosures are too small.
Yeah,
The
look at
water's
that. Look at
dirty.
that. That's a chute. That's not a. You wouldn't even use that for like a dog run, you know?
Nope.
I mean, there's no
Figure
room,
1,
no movement
African
room.
spurred tortoise enclosure without water in the hot Florida sun. No water. The baby birds have been murdered and eaten by the neighbor's feral cats. I'm heartbroken. Kitty is going bye-bye. Sounds like you're going to kill it. Elemental
It
P
does,
says,
actually.
I'm going to do whatever I have to. They're in my storage shed having babies. They're killing my chickens and now my baby birds. This picture really upsets me. This was sent by Jamie to Shara. And John, it says, John also posted a video of a tortoise chasing a chicken. So now we have a tortoise on its back, which is a distressful. I don't know if the tortoise lived or died. I don't know. We don't know what happened, but that is not a normal position for a tortoise to be in.
No, that's a bad situation for tortoise.
Mm-hmm. And this is figure 4 from Fish and Wildlife. It says a pool of water, little over 1 shell width of largest AFT housed. Adult AFTs housed in enclosure in figure 4. Figure 2, enclosure with pool of water smaller than AFT housed. Enclosure housing large AFT in hide box that was larger than pool of water provided. See yellow arrow. See the yellow arrow? That's allegedly water, but it looks like there's just dirt in there. And the green arrow shows concrete pools that was cracked and no longer held water, which would have been too small for AFT within the enclosure. Figure 8, pool and only source of water for freshwater turtles. Figure 9, freshwater turtle enclosure with no shade. So there's your proof that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Lynette's daughter arrested for animal abuse over in Rotunda West, and Lynette abusing animals, not giving them water, having too small enclosures, chickens that are dying and sick.
That's supposed to be a rescue. That's the horrible. I mean, it makes it even worse, you know?
This is your tortoise rescue. And I just think that Florida Fish and Game and Florida DCF have their heads up their asses. Heads up your asses. Because this is sick. She should have been cited for these things instead of given a warning. And did they ever come back to check if she fixed it? I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe they did. I hope she fixed it for the sake of those animals.
They probably didn't come and check, though.
God, I feel like I need another break. Are there any more super tips that will make... Are there super tips that will make me laugh? Oh, God, I need more super tips so I can laugh, you guys. This is hideously depressing. Maybe I'll read some super chats that'll make me feel better. Ray McIntyre, thanks for being a member for 8 months. Can't believe it's been 8 months. Yeah, me too. I hope you like it in here. And Ray McIntyre gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. Fake Laura Owens, thanks for the 5. Oh, look, Megan's starting later than my period with the last 5 guys I dated.
That's good.
I can always count on you, Fake Laura Owens, for a laugh. Just one person's opinion, 2231. Thanks for the 10. Welcome back. Here's a little breadstick money to start. Well, I appreciate that. And Brazilla's Realm, thanks for the $1. Ray McIntyre, thanks for the 5. And Glad for Music member for 2 months. Thanks for being a member. I appreciate you. And I love your image, your icon there with the harp. That looks like my daughter's harp. It's beautiful. Rachel Sarah, member for 14 months. Welcome back. We've missed you. I missed you guys too. Max Lab 35, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. And Bonnie Fleming 5404, member for a month. Welcome back, Megan. You've been missed a lot going on in this case. Love your song. Well, thank you. Oh, you guys are making me feel all warm and fuzzy. It's good to be missed. Great Grands times 14. Thanks for the 10. Yahoo! I'm 72 today. Welcome back, Country Meg. It's your birthday today.
Birthday song.
You know what that means. I got to pull up the birthday song. Where's the birthday song?
Birthday song.
Hold on. I
Birthday
gotta
song is here.
It's here. It's here. I just have to find it. I think I put it in. I gotta upload it. Jeez, why do I keep not doing this? This is terrible of me. Where's my Suno file? There it is. Birthday. Ha! There it is. I got it.
Happy birthday.
Wait, why can't we see it?
From both of us to you.
It's so great. We're starting.
May all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy, happy birthday. Here's to
Megan hasn't disappeared.
Happy birthday, Great Grands. I hope you had a great one. And I hope you got more people to sing to you today besides us. Tracy Wilden, thanks for the gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's pretty weird in here, but you guys are just weird enough, I think, to fit in. Christine Blagg, 2730, thanks for the 2. Doxing under the guise of her lawsuit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mean lips? That's exactly what she did.
Yes. Hey, yep. She bragged about it in the ecosystem. They had so much fun with that too. You know, I mean, that's something that we're supposed to apparently just forget happened, right?
Yeah, you know what? By the way, I'm going to have to look into the dates because I don't think I was doxxed until she came into this. I think she was in it. I think she was part of that. I mean, like, you know, Paint Chips took the fall for that, but I think she's the one who did it. That's what I think.
Definitely, you know, she did that stuff in court filings. I mean, that's, you know, she used court filings as an intimidation tool to go after people, and she never planned on serving anyone or anything. Again, when we say that there is action coming, that isn't the ecosystem's version of we're gonna sue you. No, it's it's for real, legit happening.
It's already happening.
Yes.
Just J Hip says, "Don't worry, Megan and Tug. I will get on this right away for you." No. Per se lawyer,
you've carried the weight enough. You've carried the weight enough.
And not to mention that you probably are going to want to file also.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. That's the real reason. That's it.
It would create a conflict of interest.
Yes, we don't want you to be put in a weird position there.
Oh, because you also have a cause of action, my friend. My pear-headed shaped friend.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
She made a huge mistake when she went in and she decided, she thought that she could just go in, take us out, add us back, do whatever she wanted to do. But unfortunately for her, that created some problems.
It did. Oh, this is my favorite super tip ever. SF, thanks for the 5.
Tug, make a comic of Jay and Megan battling it out Highlander style for the honor of streaming with you. There can be only one.
Highlander style. There can be only one. Oh, that's so funny.
God, somebody needs to make a Thunderdome picture of that, actually.
I can't believe you would make me battle it out.
I know you could win, and you know how much money we can make with that. Holy crap!
We could grift off of it. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody said they would pay per punch. You know, I have plenty of faith in your combat ability. I know you could take Jay. Come on.
Oh, I know. I could take him. I feel like I could take him. I mean, he's
You hit him so
parachuting,
hard,
for
he would
God's
think
sake.
his name really was Ray Hip, you know?
All right. I feel that I've gotten my stamina back up. I think we can spin the wheel again. Look at how many more we have left to go.
Oh my God. There is no way.
Oh, okay. We're going to try and do this faster. All right. Oh, Christmas grift. I love the Christmas grift, except I don't think I finished the Christmas grift. So this one will be short because I didn't finish it. I only got to the one that I found in 2016. So there's actually only one post, thank God, because I don't have time for
Does that
anything
include
else.
the modern? That doesn't include the newest
It
Christmas
doesn't
grift?
include the new stuff
Okay.
because I forgot to add it. I was trying to gather it because we all know what happened with the Christmas thing last year. But let's just look at 2016. The Christmas grift and the gift card grift is not new. Here we have a Lowe's request. Any Facebook friends near me that would be willing to trade a $47 store credit card and receipt to prove the money is on it for the cash from Lowe's so that I can put a little gas in my car to go see my grandbabies for Christmas and get them each a gift? What? I mean, again, any excuse. And Christmas is a popular one with her. She also grifted, I think it was later than this, the grandmother of Vera, her name is Vera, the grandmother of HG, the biological grandmother. I think she gave a bunch of Christmas gifts for HG's first Christmas. That was in one of the other ones we read on maybe it was in the medical thing or one of the other grifts that we read earlier. I think it was mentioned. I should have copied it and put it over here as well. But there's an entire Christmas grift. Actually, let me see if I can pull up, because I was working on this to put this in there. I just didn't finish it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So one of you out there who I don't want to give credit to in case they don't want me to, sent me this incredible thing. Oh shoot. I don't want to open this in Word. How do I open it as like a PDF or something? By the way, to any of you sending me stuff out there, I don't have Word. So try to send me PDFs of things or Google Docs, because if I have to open a Word document, it's very difficult and it gives me all kinds of garbage. It gives me all kinds of issues. Actually, let me see if I can get, I bet she's listening. So let me see if I can get a PDF of this. Hold on. You send me. I can't open Word. Yeah, it's really a pain in the butt. I can't open Word. So the Christmas grift we know about that happened last year. So they had Harley Jolly Christmas, right?
Mhm.
Where the ecosystem begged and they had Amazon gift lists, Amazon, I think Roz sent me some of those too. Hold on, let me pull it up because I was asking for help on this one. Yep,
But, you know,
here it is.
They don't credit any of those people now. Now it apparently all supposedly came out of that cash, you know? So they
Yeah,
can
isn't
account
that
for the
crazy?
expenditure. Yeah, because I mean, they had people donating money. I saw people complaining about that. People who have since left that area because they're like, yo, I'm getting wise to this mess. They were like, it was so much that we were donating food, we were donating other items, money. So it wasn't just Amazon wish fulfillment, I mean, they were gifting so much. I'm sure much of this was paid for.
Look at this. Why does she need 2 ride-on motorcycles? Needs 2. This is her wish list from 2024. Needs 2? Why does one little kid need 2 motorized motorbikes?
Need 47.
And look here's G2 button covers. Okay, for a Christmas wish? Like that's what she wants for Christmas? I doubt it. Here's more stuff like a Christmas tree, Christmas wreaths, lights. What is all this garbage?
That happened in
Decorations.
the that happened in this Christmas too. They had all kinds of crazy stuff
That's
and
what this
gift
is
cards
from.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
what this is from. This is the 2024
okay.
list.
Yeah, they had all kinds of. I mean, they had gift cards and
Look,
whatnot. Yeah, there
lights.
it is, gift cards.
I can't read this. Solar lights, gift cards for Lowe's, gift cards for Ace, gift cards for Tractor Supply, Visa gift cards, toys, shelving units. Is that for the flea market?
It's
Pop-up canopy? What, a pop-up canopy?
surprise, baby! I got you some shelving units. Yay! What every kid wishes for.
We got I don't know what this is. I can't caution child playing sign, waterproof something. I don't know what that train, more lights, matching family Christmas jammies. Is this with the did you get one for John Cook too? Does he get one too? Slippers, stockings, lights, more gift cards. Look at this. More stockings, more markers, mini candy canes, street lights, tortoise diet food, camping lanterns,
Tortoise diet
batteries.
food. That's really
Are the
cute.
tortoises fat?
Yeah.
Lowe's gift cards.
Gotta put those
Michael's
fat
gift
bastards on a
cards.
diet.
And they're each $50 or $100 Ace gift cards, more shelving units. Like, what?
Wait. How many does that say? Go back.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Use them on that one gift card section. You know, it tells needs and owns. How many are on that lifts, right?
Needs 10.
Yeah, the Lowe's above that, though, they have some that are already given, see?
Oh, look at that. Needs 50 has 23. Needs 25 has 22. $2,200 Lowe's cards?
Yeah, so there's $2,200 there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these are you got some big money that's being accounted for here that we're supposed to forget existed for that fence and for everything else and for Christmas. And I mean, they took up a lot of money.
Oh my goodness. I mean, just letting you know that the Christmas grift is a very popular grift with this person, and it's not the first time. It's about the third time that I have found. So, yeah. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. We're moving along now, folks. We are now moving, and we're back on track, I feel. The child grift. Nope. Boondoggle grift. Okay, boondoggle grift. All right, let's head over to the boondoggle grift because that one is interesting as well. Let's see. Where's the boondoggle grift? We have the looking to grift a dog in Northport in 2020. Pure breeds only. Interesting. So the dog thing that got everybody in the ecosystem upset about, the fact that she took money that these people have been raising and bought an expensive dog for HG, it's not the first time. April of 2020.
That's interesting.
I'm looking for a baby Shih Tzu for HG and for my mama dog Precious and us. I really want another Shih Tzu if anyone knows anyone with babies, but I will not pay $1,400. That's nuts. And we had to rehome our puppy. Gracie started having asthma attacks. We found out she's allergic to pet dander. We can't have pets. She says, oh no, that's not good. I'm sorry. Well, our baby Bella had an accident of some sort. And she basically destroyed 3 discs in her back. And we did try steroids and medication, pain medication. I'm telling you what, that poor girl had a seizure because the pain was so much. So we chose to put her to sleep. The vet said even with surgery, they couldn't have done anything really to help her. Do you know how she got those messed up discs in her back, Tug? Well, Lynette told somebody on another Facebook post that John rolled over on her.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's amazing how many animals come to bad ends in their care.
Yeah,
So we
it's
have
pretty
pictures.
terrifying, actually, when you get down to it.
It is. Welcome, Miss Tia Mae Preston. So she got her hands on another puppy. something because she was attacked by a pit bull, so I need to get a puppy. It's the only dog she will allow in the home, and that way the baby can have a dog to grow up with as her puppy. See how it's about the baby having a dog? It's got to be for the baby. The baby, Jerry, the baby. The dingo ate your baby. It's all about the baby. SPCA, people are saying rescue, don't buy. SPCA, lots of dogs need homes and love. And she says, has to be a puppy or Precious won't allow it. And an older dog might bite her. I don't want anybody to bite the baby. Can't bite the baby. And here, HG got her BFF companion doggy. Meet Mia. Not the first. And this is at the same time, by the way, that she is in Northport asking people to buy her things like baby butt warmers. I mean, raising money for all kinds of living expenses and medical expenses, but somehow still finds the means to get another dog. And as you all know, she just recently pulled this recent boondoggle where she bought a new dog for the baby because the baby needs a dog. I don't know what happened to Mia. Anybody know what happened to Mia? Thought this was the dog that was supposed to grow up with her. I mean, she's only 5. Dogs live way longer than 5. What happened to Mia? Justice for Mia. All
I think
right,
we've
we're
heard about
spinning
what
the wheel.
happens to many of these pets. So
True. All right, we're spinning again. We're spinning.
John was changing his clothes, and there was a chihuahua stuck between his cheeks. And you're like, what now?
The weird place for
Never
a
know what
chihuahua
happens
to
when you
be.
get drunk. Oh man, the
boy.
car grift. Oh lordy, that one.
No. We landed on the Northport adoption grift.
Oh, I thought
just
it hit
already
the. I saw that car thing. I thought it landed there.
No, it landed on the adoption grift, and I'm kind of disappointed because this is another one that's going to take forever. All right, maybe not. I didn't add all of the stuff that I could have. So let's hope that it won't take forever. We won't read every single one of these things. Oh, but I did helpfully point out all the posts that are about money with these green dollar signs. So this was in Northport. You keep changing her name again. Oh, here's where I listed all the names. Here we go. Check this out. I am very proud of this. I tracked down all of the names. So here's a post in 2020. HG Sawani, Vera Lou Preston. HG Rachel Lucille Preston. And then we saw the other one. There was another one. Well, I made notes. Here are Michelle's names. Michelle, Lynette, Lacey, Alexis, Ruby, Preston, Corrados, Griffey, Wilson, Barber, Bennett, Corrados. I put Corrados on there.
Griffey.
Yep. Hold on.
Wait.
I put Corrados on there twice. Sorry, let me take that off. And Cook.
Good
Now,
God, man.
She got Harley started early. Harley, Grace, Suwani, Vera Lou, Rachel, Lucille, Mila, Olivia, and actually this is Olivia Lynn. It's 2 names. Olivia Lynn Preston. Now, I don't know how many of these names actually ended up on the birth certificate, or does she have several? I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt that she's found some way to use them like she does her own name. I put on here, so it's again, people are asking her, why do you keep changing her name? And I think we read that one on the other one, on the adoption grift, or the medical grift. All right, here's a fundraising post. We are in need. Between the adoption costs and the things we needed to care for HG and our gas and living expenses on disability, we need financial help. Oh God, more stuff, just more grifting. Okay. Donate. Here's another one. So my hearing for my adoption is being set for the first week in July. As soon as my attorney lets me know the date, I will let everyone else know the date. And yes, you can give HG and I a present. That's fine. I put my PayPal on my page and my address, so you can send us a card or whatever via my address. You can go through Messenger or my PayPal. And thank you so much for asking. That's awesome, my friend, who I won't name her, but she just sent me the most beautiful flowers and gave HG the most beautiful little teddy bear as a keepsake of her adoption. Thank you, Miss M. I love it. It's starting to feel real. Then we have Merry Christmas to my beautiful daughter, Lindsay, and my grandchildren. I love you every minute of every day. That will never change. Someday, really, this will end and we will be together again. I love you means forever. Your sister, HG, can't wait to meet you. Let's forgive and move on. There's a lot of family drama. I didn't even create a category for the family drama because it's too big. It would take up the whole page. So here she says, I can't believe it's so very soon. She will be my daughter forever. I know she is already, but it will be legal. I can't wait for our gotcha day. Gotcha day.
Gotcha day. Gotcha, sucker.
And now she's talking to Vera, who is HG's grandma. Oh, we are. You're invited, of course. I want to cook out at a beach or something. And she says, don't know yet. Has to be outdoors, so she isn't closed in where she can catch something. And I want to invite a bunch of people I know. I'm going to have the neighbors catch us a hog to cook that I'm hoping to cook in the ground in my backyard. Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah, I can't even imagine with them. Yeah, we'll put it on a spit right over some open trash fire. Mm-mm.
And here's the GoFundMe for her adoption and medical needs, organized by Lynette Michelle Preston. And here we have John Cook. Oops, what happened? I got sent over here somehow. We have John Cook. Heck, where did I go? Oh, for God's sake. Where was I? Now I have to back up. There, that's where I was. All right. So we've got John Cook being referred to as Daddy, his first daughter. Sorry, this is so hard to navigate without a trackpad. Here it is. John and our beautiful daughter. This is his first child. She's going to shadow her daddy. Now, he denies that he's the daddy. Harley Grace with her friends. I'm babysitting this morning. She loves her friends. This was a picture of other children, but I cut out all the faces I could. Maybe sometime her sister and brother could spend the night. Hint, hint, Grandma Vera. So it just goes to show that, like, you know, they were in touch. She tries to claim that the people don't know her at all, that the aunts don't know HG. And it's not true. She was talking to them. She was having FaceTime with them. She was text messaging them. Now here's something interesting. LMNOP is talking to Elaine. They have had the papers for a month. This is about the adoption. They're not signing them. There is no hurry because they think there's no hurry because the baby isn't really sick. So they can take their time and do their dope and they don't have to be bothered by it. To them, it's a joke. Tanya, that's the mom, went home and told her husband that I was rude and mean and nasty to her. Is that hard to believe, Tanya?
Oh, that's so terrible to believe. I can't even imagine it.
Can you imagine that LMNOP was accused of being mean and rude and nasty?
God, never. I mean,
She
like
told
nice
them. Now,
person.
imagine if this is true. Imagine if these words are true about what Tanya said happened to her at that house. She told them that we never fed her. We didn't give her any dinner, that I withheld medical treatment from her. I don't know, but I've seen the way she treats her animals.
Awful, man. Yeah. If people are any indication with the animals, oh my God.
And she wanted to create a scenario where the baby would be taken away from her mother. So who knows what she did to her? She told him all kinds of things that were not true. So now they're not signing papers to make me pay for what he and she says and he thinks I did to his wife. And since they don't believe the baby is really ill, there's no need to hurry as far as they're concerned. I also think it's interesting that the baby's mother did not think the baby was ill. It's interesting because there are other people in Northport who didn't think the baby was ill either. And they thought that Lynette was exaggerating all of this for grifting on Facebook.
That's crazy, man.
He thinks he's just going to come and pick up the baby, the dad. Well, she's been charged and founded on child abuse charges here in Florida. Uh-oh. Guess who else has been founded on child abuse charges? Lynette, Preston, and family, CPS indicated in 2007, 2012, and 2017, which I have the proof and I'll show you. Because of the baby, and he's not on the birth certificate, so he cannot come and pick up the baby. He's not the father. He might be her husband, but he needs to prove paternity, needs to pay for that. But they don't understand that. You would think, didn't she say these people abandoned the baby?
Yes.
Sounds to me like they're fighting like hell to get that baby.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like they didn't want to give it up.
No. Dad's saying he's going to come and pick it up. So, and mom is saying that the baby isn't sick and she wants out of there. You would think they would want to get this baby adopted and get done with it and move on with their lives, but obviously they don't. And the only one suffering is HG, that shit. And yes, me, it's hurting me because I have to worry and deal with everything.
Well, the talking point was these people are dope heads. They just want to give away the baby,
Right. They abandoned her, is what she said. I have to worry and deal with everything that has to do with HG, feeding tubes that are supposed to be in, that are not in, because I want pictures too, because I need to get her medical, which I now have the partial medical that will cover at least, but 3, because I don't have her social security number. So I can't get her for medical. I can't get everything I need for her. I don't have her social security number. Yeah, because you need that to get those benefits.
Yep.
My heart is hurting for my little HMOP.
HMO is what
HMO.
My little HMO.
My little HMO. And she says to Vera, I know I've never been so afraid. We claim health and healed. Number 1, grandma. Oh no, I can't believe this is happening. God has shown us so much grace and so much mercy. And he just talked to my heart and told me that her name should be Harley Grace. And my grandmother's names were Rachel and Lucille. And they were the most important women in my life. And she's my last baby. So that's the name I gave her. Then we have people asking, did she get her feeding tube? She's got appointments this month. We found out the University of Iowa, they don't even consider it unless it's a necessity. And then they do it at a year or after a year old. But here they want to do it now. So she'll see the doctor this month. And I guess we'll have to figure out. So I just got her full medical. The birth parents have yet to sign the adoption papers. They're hanging on to them. This is a joke. The baby's not really sick. She's just colicky as far as they're concerned.
That
Help
really
for
does not sound like the way that she made those parents sound.
No, we were told that they had nothing to do with any of us. They just,
Yeah, they just gave that basically as a throwaway kid.
Now, this was a fundraiser started by Michelle Barber Corrados, which we know are all 3 of those are Lynette's names. This is the Help for Baby H's Medical Needs and Adoption. And she's talking about the situation was very bad. The birth mother was on drugs. She admitted to taking serious drugs. Okay, so drug use, that was a huge concern. In her mind, she just wanted to get the baby out. On November 1st, mother took prescription medication I had for headaches. I don't know. I don't know about that. If you're living with someone and you're feeding someone and you have control of their food, that would mean you have control of what goes in their food too. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know whether that person took that medication or not. It's possible somebody else gave it to her. I don't know.
I mean, all this stuff can be true at once too. Again, these could be bad people too. And
yeah, at
the same time, it doesn't make other people good.
That's right. It does not. And then the reason I included this picture was because it is so weird and there's no context for it. This picture of the baby with her dress over her head. There's no context. There's no caption. It's just this weird picture. And she has several of them. And I didn't want to post the other ones because they were really weird. of her like in strange positions where she looked like she was caught under a stroller and in pain, like caught, like trying to get out. And she took a picture and posted it on Facebook, and it was really strange. And this to me looks like the baby could be smothering, and I don't understand why you would take a picture of this. I don't get it. There are a lot of these and some are just inappropriate to put online. But she did. She put them online. Yeah. All right. So that's just a portion, by the way, of the adoption grift. There are so many other posts that I did not include here because who the hell has the time? I'm just saying, there's a lot more. Trust me. But I think that's enough to kind of get the flavor of it. Ooh, is it going to be the car grift? No, we're going to go to Northport Nightmares.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is a good one. Northport Nightmares is a good one. This is where it all starts to unravel. It starts to unravel for LMNOP and John Cook, and people in Northport start asking questions that they don't want asked. And it starts to get bad. LMNOP gets a cease and desist in 2020. Jeremy Hales has never met her at this point. That's strange.
Wait a minute. I thought Jeremy Hales was responsible for everything.
That is what we were told. Would you like to read this, Tug? Because I feel like you would. I feel like this is in your wheelhouse.
I need 90 seconds. 90 seconds first. I may or may not be playing a video.
Oh, okay.
I can't pause. I'm fighting people. And I'm winning. And it doesn't matter normally, but I'm winning this time. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like, well, usually I'm like, who cares? For real though.
If you want to finish your game, I'll read it. It's fine.
Well, I mean, the picture thing though, that is very bizarre.
I know.
Going back to that, they're not cute pictures.
No.
They look like a child in distress.
And there are multiple pictures like that, but other ones had her face. And I just didn't want to put them up because I didn't like that. I'm trying to keep her face out of there as much as I can.
When you've got somebody that's grifted off the child being in distress all the time, I find that to be like very disturbing,
I find it very disturbing as well.
Okay, I can read now.
Okay.
Let's see. Right. This is to Cook and who's this from, by the way? Oh, this is from
Connie.
Yeah.
Crazy Connie.
Yeah, it's funny, the reason, by the way, that we found out about quote unquote crazy Connie was because of John Cook. Otherwise, we would have never known about this person.
Nope,
whatsoever.
We would not have. So,
Mr. Cook and Miss Preston. I can't see for the pictures. You're hereby notified to cease and desist any and all further unlawful defamation, slander, and or libel related to the incident or event that occurred on 07/18/2020. Do we know the event, by the way, on that
day? Yes, that was the event in the parking lot with the screaming.
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten all about that. At the
political event where they volunteered all their time, but they're too disabled to work.
Yeah, it's amazing. They can't work. They have to hobble down the road in bandages and all kinds of other stuff.
But they campaign 24/7 for their candidate of choice.
Yeah, or they can run for office for themselves if they feel like it. Anytime there's something that might benefit them, they get out there. But in which the following defamation, slander, or libel occurred on 07/18/2020 and continue until today. You have each falsely claimed that I attacked a mother and young child asking for help. Where have we heard that? Where have we heard that before? A child with a metabolic disorder. Where have we heard that?
Well, it's the same grift everywhere she goes. It's the same. As soon as you tell her no to something, as soon as you get on her wrong side, she will come up with a story that you have attacked her child. And you've attacked a disabled, elderly mother of a metabolically disordered child.
How dare you attack all those buzzwords? In fact, I was aware that you/your spouse often plan for funding on Facebook, and that your need for money might be a reason that John was allowing himself to serve as a paid shield for Chris Hanks' campaign. Wow. So you would do it for money. You would destroy people. Well, that would never happen, would it? You each took this factual statement, my opinion, and made false statements about me attacking a mother and sick child. I warned you in writing that you were engaging in libel, yet you have persisted in posting your known lies on many sites, Facebook pages, over a protected time period. You are jointly and separately hereby requested to immediately cease and desist the illegal defamation, slander, and or libel, and within 7 calendar days return the assigned assurance below, affirming that you will refrain from any further attacks, said defamation, slander, and or I'll say that's libel,
yeah,
to my character and a reputation. U.S. postmark will be used to determine legal date of return. Signed document. Failure to comply with the cease and desist request and or return signed assurance within stipulated time will leave me no other alternative but to pursue any and all available legal and equitable remedies available to protect my character and or reputation. Cordially, and Connie.
Now, if you want to see the kinds of things that she was posting about Connie, here it is. And there's so much of it that I put red boxes around the important stuff, because otherwise we'll be here all night. I just want people to know who she is and what she did to me, and I'll keep telling it, because what she did to me was wrong. It was uncalled for. It was wrong. And she is still threatening to take me to court for slandering me, for making people think that I was trying to fraud them through GoFundMe. It is normal for people to raise money to do private adoptions. It's expensive. And then it says she threatened to call CPS and have my baby removed. I spoke to Connie personally. She never called CPS. She never did that. It was her neighbors, Lynette's own neighbors, who called CPS. And I think
those
someone
two talking points right there,
Yep.
GoFundMe's. Oh my God, they're attacking and they're
calling
CPS.
CPS. No charges of child abuse or anything like that. She was just going to call them to be mean and nasty. You do not threaten to remove someone's child if there is no child abuse. Why in the world would I abuse a child I spent thousands of dollars to adopt that I love? That's not just who Connie Bruni is. Connie Bruni is a mean-spirited, nasty human being who made false allegations against me regarding the baby that I'm adopting. She alleged on many social media sites that I am poor, that I am broke, that I use my baby to rally funds from people and fraud people by asking for help for my adoption fees. I never once did get any money from anyone on GoFundMe, probably because of her claims. She called me dirty names. Were they the dirty gay names, though? That's what I wanted. The filthy gay names.
But it's Connie's fault. Nobody wanted to give her money.
Right. Slandering my character and attacked my beautiful child who has a metabolic, life-threatening disorder. She went so far as to threaten to call CPS and have my baby removed for no reason. Look at all this. Look at the screeds against Connie. There's more. There's more. I have to let go of the hurt and anger I have towards Connie because of what she did to me was so wrong. Threatening to send CPS to my home with lies is so upsetting to me, especially because it could have taken this baby's life. This baby could die by being placed in foster care, having vaccines forced on her and all the things that would have happened, or having someone who doesn't really love her or care about her try to do her food plan, or even think about counting her grams of protein or her lysing or her stuff. It couldn't have been... I don't know. I don't know. She, with her, how she, and here's more. Oh, Hangry's on his way to bed. Listen, buddy, where are you? Hello? Where are you? Stop trying to pop out at me and scare me. That's not going to work. I know you're there, silly. Good night. And no kisses tonight because you're sick. I don't want to get it. All right. I love you. Thank you. All right. Good night, sweetie. Oh, what are you trying to scare me again? Oh, you little stinker. Close the door all the way. He's
Oh
gonna
man,
try
the
again.
littlest one was so upset today. So she lost a tooth, right? But she was eating some corn on the cob when she lost it, and when it popped out, like it popped out of her mouth, and she couldn't find it. She's like, "No, my money, my money." I heard her. She was wet. She was like, "No!" And
Poor
when I went
thing.
up, yeah, she had her arms up like, like, "Why, God, why?" I was like, "Hey, you'll still get your thing. What are you worrying about, kiddo? You'll be fine." But
It's so
she,
funny.
yeah, she's like, "My payday is gone. All my candy."
Look at this, Tug. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day. And by the way, I stand on a scripture that I have for my entire life. Romans 9:1. Where have we seen that before?
Where indeed? Oh my
I mean,
God.
I don't even want to read through all this, but I think you guys get the point. It's a nonstop slandering of Connie Bruni. It just goes on and on and on and on like this. And then what happened in Northport is what happened in Otter Creek. People start to notice the grift and they start to ask questions. Now, check it out. Here is yet again Lynette using her contacts in local media, who happened to be Elaine Emmerich, who was the wife of the person running for this seat that she was working for, by the way. Struggling mom adopts sickly baby. Get out your wallets, folks. Wait, you know what I need for this? I need my weepy violin music. Here we go. Wait, that's too loud. All right. This story is part of a Thanksgiving week series that recognizes those people who do something special.
It's for some reason I can't hear you that well. I think it's autocorrecting the sound when it plays the
Never
music
mind.
together.
You can just imagine the violins, okay?
It was good with the violins. That's why I was like, no. I think that would have been a good background.
It must be. Voice Mod got updated recently, so maybe it's doing something weird.
Yeah,
I'll have to have
between
Brad
it
look at it later.
Yeah, between it and the other, platforms, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, Lynette Preston, again, she told the paper that her name was Lynette, not Michelle. Learned her adoption of HG was final while the two were sitting in a minivan outside a pharmacy waiting for the child's prescription to be filled. So right away, we're setting the expectation that the kid is sick. We've had to have the adoption via a Zoom meeting with the judge, Preston said. Harley has a life-threatening metabolic disorder called glutaric acidemia type 1. She's a vegan and eats lots of fresh fruit and veggies, but has to have many doctor's visits and blood drawn at the hospital in Tampa. On the day of the recent adoption, Preston and her ex-husband, John Cook, took the baby to a doctor's appointment while waiting on the call from the judge. The doctor gave them a prescription for Harley. As they were picking it up, the judge called. The judge called? Does the judge call you when your adoption goes through?
Not that I would think. Usually judges don't do any of that.
I would think your lawyer would call you.
Yes.
But what do I know? I was so excited, Preston said. I showed the judge the baby in her car seat. It was such a good feeling. It took so long. It was expensive to hire an attorney, and there were so many obstacles dealing with the biological mother who didn't believe the paperwork was necessary. But finally, HG was my legal daughter. For months, Preston begged the baby's biological mother to sign paperwork from New Jersey and send it back to Florida. The more delay, the less help Preston could get for the sickly child who needed completed paperwork for everything from a Social Security number to a Medicaid card. The mother lived with Preston in Northport briefly while pregnant. Paramedics once responded after the mother, who battled addiction, drank medicine that wasn't prescribed to her. After giving birth, the mother signed paperwork, left the baby at Sarasota Memorial Hospital, and went back to North. I was the power of attorney for the baby, but there were other important paperwork that was needed to be signed, and it wasn't before the mother had left, Preston said. HG was sick. She was diagnosed with neonatal abstinence syndrome caused by drugs and withdrawal and needed to be transferred to a children's hospital. We learned she also had a metabolic disorder. We were told it was serious. Doctors explained Harley Grace has a rare but serious inherited condition. Her body can't process certain amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. The condition causes a harmful buildup of substances in the blood and urine. Normally, the body can break down protein foods like meat and fish into amino acids. Harley Grace's doesn't. I knew this meant she would need a special diet, she said. I knew it would be a little more expensive than regular baby food. I didn't care. I wanted this baby that was left in the hospital so much I was willing to fight for her. Preston's joy upon adoption day was short-lived. On the way back home, after stopping at the intersection of River Road and Venice, the couple's 2014 Nissan Quest broke down. The transmission failed. The van traveled several more feet and died. Preston and the baby waited on the side of the road for a ride from a friend as Cook had the van towed. I owe $8,700 on the van, and it cost $4,000 to fix the transmission, she said. Without an emergency savings account to fix the van, the couple sold items in a yard sale and asked friends to help buy a used car. They raised $850. The car ran until John got home. It was rigged to last about 40 miles only before the transmission was shot. We asked for our money back, but all the seller would do is send a text message with a smiley face that said tough. We sold it for $200 to the junkyard the next day.
Screw you, folks.
Preston sold more items and launched a PayPal donation account to help raise $1,500 for a better vehicle. As I'm doing this, I'm neglecting my medical needs because I have to take a car to take HG to doctor's appointments. I'm doing this on my own. It's humbling and embarrassing to ask for help. She has no shame, this woman.
How is she
Zero.
neglecting her medical needs when she gets all of her stuff supplied for free? She's been on benefits
I
forever.
don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't understand that at all.
Obviously, it's all, you know what it is, Tug? I know I have a button for that.
She lied.
Oh. That does explain that one.
I have enough for license and insurance. Despite the daily challenges of lack of transportation, Preston asks friends for rides to the store for baby food and diapers. During a recent trip to Walmart, Preston used a gift certificate given to her at an adoption party at Englewood Beach for HG's first birthday presents. I know she won't remember this all, but I want her first birthday to be special. It's very expensive, but HG is my blessing from God. I let her point to which dolls she wanted. Her room is decorated in the colorful troll movie theme. She has lots of trolls. Preston says 2020 is the worst in life.
That explains the ecosystem. She collects trolls.
She has great days, like November 11th when HG walked for the first time on her own. Other days are bad because something as common as a fever can be deadly for HG. I know we are all struggling, she said. I didn't know I'd be adopting a baby or paying all this money out for it a couple years ago, but there was no way I was leaving a child with a life-threatening metabolic disorder behind in the hospital. Wait a minute. Lynette got kicked out of the hospital by the mom. So how is she alone in the hospital? I mean, come on. Preston tried to apply for Sarasota County CARES funding, which had funds for vehicle repairs, but didn't qualify because she's on disability and not considered directly impacted by the pandemic. It's sad that something like a vehicle repair can set you back so far, she said. Something, everything I can find in my house. Oh, I sold everything I could find in my house. I started a jewelry making business. When HG is old enough, she can help too. I'm going to put her to work in the jewelry mines.
That's awesome. Get in the jewelry mines, child.
Until
Oh
then,
my God, that picture that somebody made. Remember I sent to you?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's real. Yeah.
So funny.
Lord.
Then somebody sends this to Elaine. Look at this. This is so good. Hi, Elaine. Question about John Cook baby article in Englewood Sun. Why not Northport Sun? Also, I'm all about doing what's right when it comes to helping, but when it comes to their story, there's just something that I can't seem to figure out. Like, one, why her and John divorced recently but still live together as husband and wife? Two, did the car really break down or get repoed? or get repoed. No warranty on that car. She claims she still owes over $8,000 on it. So I assume when dealer sells it, they usually sell warranty for the term of the loan. Since she is on disability, how did she plan to take care of this baby in the first place?
Yes, that's the biggest question out there. Like, how are you
Relying
taking
on
care of it?
government benefits? Yeah, that's it.
Well, why are you allowed to adopt like that? You know?
Yeah,
If
why
you
are you
cannot-
allowed to adopt if you're indigent and have nothing to support a baby? How are you allowed to do this? Number 4, why the baby didn't get adopted by her own grandparents? They didn't want her? As far as I know, both mother and her parents were fighting to get her back. 5, if they knew baby mama was a drug addicted at the time, why did she allow her to have access to her prescription meds? Did she enable addiction? These are all very good questions. Number 6, even on disability, people can have a part-time job. What I have seen, neither of them are disabled. If they can spend 8 hours in hot weather campaigning when they are very well capable of working full-time, is John disabled too? Looks like he has plenty of time running his Facebook page. Why not find a job that will pay their bills and stop constantly asking for a handout? She has been holding lots of garage sales. Why not get a part-time job? I'm sure the state will help with daycare expenses. There is always something. Need money for this and that. First, it started by asking for money for Turtle's food. I guess that didn't work out well. Then it's her medical needs, then adoption fee, then baby medical bills, then car, etc. It's always something. If they are both on disability, food stamps, Medicaid, WIC, and all other available help, why do they always find something to ask money for? Did they get divorced so they could get more benefits? Wow. I mean, this person nailed it. And I do not think that, I'm not sure if Elaine responded. I don't think I have a response, but my goodness, nailed it.
I doubt it. I mean, like you said, they were shilling politically for someone connected. Why would they actually answer those questions?
And here we have a third cease and desist. So we had the first one from Connie Bruni, and here we have a second one from someone in Northport, and then we know Jeremy Hales sent her the third one. Good morning, Michelle. Or Tug, you want to read this one? You did the last cease and desist. You want to read this one? This is great.
Good morning, Michelle. I'm pleased to hear that you and your family are doing well. However, I must formally notify you that I am neither involved nor have I ever been involved in matters referenced in your recent communications. I do not consent to being drawn into any of your personal or legal issues and wish to make it explicitly clear that I am not a party to any ongoing dispute. Additionally, I must address the unacceptable conduct of your attorney. I wonder who that is.
Yep.
Man who has contacted my employer in relation to this matter. Yeah, everybody, if you don't remember that was insane.
Yeah, that was
by the way.
crazy.
Please be advised that I have already taken appropriate action to ensure that the Bar Association is investigating his behavior. Yes, unfortunately, the bar is useless.
Yeah, they did nothing.
I hereby demand that you immediately cease and desist from using my name, including me in future communications, or involving me in any aspect of your legal or personal matters. I further request that you refrain from any
Attempts.
Okay, attempts, thank you, to involve me in these proceedings moving forward. Please be aware that should you or your representatives persist in this conduct, I will have no alternative but to pursue all available legal remedies, including but not limited to seeking injunctive relief and damages to protect my rights and reputation. This serves as formal notice and warning, and I expect your immediate compliance and prompt attention to this matter. Thanks.
All right. So this, again, Jeremy Hales has nothing to do with any of this storyline in Rotunda West, in Northport, and it's all the same crap over and over again. Oh, God, we're at 2 hours and 27 minutes. Should we save these last three? Because the barn dough flop is going to take me at least a half an hour to get through.
Probably. And I mean, the car grift is a crazy one.
And the car grift is a big one too. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get to super chats and then I will save the last 3 for another stream. I knew we were gonna. We did good though. The fact that
Yeah,
I got through
actually,
we got through so
really
much of
good.
that, and I only have 3 left, is amazing. So we will save that for another stream. But I think that we have put a big dent in the allegation that only me has not seen enough proof. David the donor, if you haven't seen enough proof yet that you are dealing with career grifters, then I don't know what to do for you. I just don't. I don't think there's any help for you at this point if you haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I cannot finish it. It's 10:45 here in New York, and I do have to go to bed. And Mr. Fox has to work in the morning, so I can't keep him up all night. My studio is currently in our bedroom because I had to move when we had the foreign exchange student, and now everything's getting moved around again. But my office is not getting moved to the basement until for a while. We have other things going on in the garage, and so it's just a whole thing. So we need to do super chats. Tug, are you sticking around or do you have to go? I know it's so late. You probably need to go check on those
Yeah, I
girls.
probably should go tech in everybody and everything. Tomorrow, by the way, folks, we will be hitting, for sure, some of the lips conversation. There will be quite a bit of that. Megan missed out on all last week, so that will be a fun discussion. Unless something else comes up, you never know. But I plan on that one definitely being there. All right. But anyway, fun stream. I'm going to hit this big shiny red button at the edge here.
Don't hit that
I think it's in a foreign language. It says Eonda stream. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
This will get awkward.
Bye. All right, everybody, let's hit those super chats and get to bed because, we're all tired. All right, let's see. Where was I? The Bulldog 1969-1 became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. You have no choice now. You're one of us, and don't even think about trying to escape. MQs, thanks for the 5. I now hear Jolene playing in my head every time I see J-Hip in the chat. Fake Laura Owens, thanks for the 5. Spinner, you rang? The Bulldog, gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. Thank you so much for those. I appreciate that. Everybody likes a gifted membership. The Bulldog, thanks for the Canadian 20. Here's your fancy breadstick money. Well, I appreciate it. Breadstick money. Alex Marie 5187, thanks for the $20 super sticker. Those are fun. Jack Miles 4443, thanks for the 2. Time to show the years of Lice Nuts grifts. Yeah. And I haven't even touched on all of them. I mean, I'm touching on them, but we haven't even gotten into them. You saw that Excel spreadsheet. It is outrageous. Anna Kowalski, thanks for the 5. Welcome back, Megan. Well, thank you. Just J Hip, thanks for the 5. Megan, in your absence, we got through a very long legal filing in just 2 hours. Yeah, it's all my fault, I'm sure. That's why we can't get through the filings. Oh, shut it. Cindy Brown 7878, thanks for the 10. My youngest granddaughter turns 1 next month. Don't accuse us of being nerds, but the theme will be you can only be one. Yes, that's a Star Wars reference. And M Spire member for 9 months. Welcome back, Megan. It's good to be back. Jack's mom 67. Thanks for the 2. Emergencies happen. That list is just crazy sick. Exactly. Georgie's Life Unfiltered. Thanks for the 2. Love from the Temu crew and to the Amazon crew. That's funny. Thank you, Georgie. Jack's mom 67. Thanks to the 5. None of those donations have improved her life in the long run. Everything is trashed and it's never enough. Yep. It's never enough. It's just like that woman said in the email to Elaine. It's always something. Member for 4 months, Dwayne Rapp. Good to see you. Says, Megan Fox, you're a lot better than just J-Hip. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, now I'm afraid that the per se lawyer is going to be crying in the corner. Don't make Jay cry. We do appreciate his recaps. His recaps are fantastic. Although I'm annoyed he wouldn't do one for me when he was on In My Place. Fake Laura Owens, thanks to the 5. I get my proteins all the natural way. Sylphidia, thanks to the 5. I'm only a quarter listening and I feel like I'm nearly in a coma. This is exhausting and I need an IC drip to survive. I know that's how I felt after a while. It's an exhausting topic. I mean, LMNOP is an exhausting person. So is Laura Owens, by the way. If you missed my stream earlier today, I did one on Laura Owens' recent filing against one of her victims. She's re-upping a domestic restraining order. And oh my God, I felt the same way during that stream. She's exhausting. The woman is exhausted. So these people who exhaust you, there must be a word for them. Are they energy vampires? Like, what are they? And Miranda Rochelle, thanks for the 5. It's called a frenectomy. And any general dentist does them. Yep. Most patients are about 8 to 12 years old. In Texas, that procedure can cost on the high side of $450. My dentist told us it wasn't worthwhile to do. He said, it's not a big deal. It's not going to affect anything. And if it bothers her, we can fix it. But if it doesn't bother her, just leave it alone. It'll either tear or it won't. Bunsen Rockenstone 5904, member for 8 months. Just when you think it can't get crazier, Megan takes time off and boom. I know. Every time. So whenever I go on vacation, it's going to be an amazing week. Mary Helton, thanks for the 10. LP being something grow devil's lettuce. They can teach how to grow lettuce. I don't know. Janice Wingfield, 5245, thanks for the 20. The sulcata tortoises are in deplorable condition. We have one that is a rescue, and it's taken years to get in good shape at the wildlife facility. Her tortoises need rescued, and all her animals. I know. She's got one of the only animal rescues where all the animals need to be rescued from her. Rob Pate, thanks for the 5. So there are no Munchausen by proxy advocacy groups in Florida that can take court action against LP? No, that's not really how any of that works. It's a DCF issue. And, DCF in Florida has proven that they have their heads directly up their asses. And by the way, and I'll say again for the record, I don't believe that Munchausen by proxy is actually a syndrome. I don't actually think that's a thing. I think it's a convenient way that CPS has used to take children from mothers when they don't have evidence that there's an actual crime going on. I think that the behaviors that are talked about in the Munchausen syndrome by proxy cases are just child abuse, but it's child abuse using medical means. And I don't think we should separate it by giving it a different name and pathologizing it, because there is no cure for it. So on one hand, they want to say that Munchausen by proxy is a mental disorder, but there is no cure for it other than jail. You don't get therapy, you go to jail. So what kind of mental disorder? Can you name another mental disorder where there's no treatment except jail? I can't, which means it's not really a mental disorder. That is fake. It is false. What it is child abuse. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist, because it definitely exists, but it's child abuse. It's just a creative form of it. Some people hit kids, and some people overdose them on medicine to make them sick. It's all the same thing. And I would like it if we would, and they don't even call it Munchausen by proxy anymore because it's so controversial. They call it medical child abuse. And I think that's more accurate. You also can't diagnose someone with Munchausen syndrome by proxy. There's no diagnosis for it. In order to diagnose for it, you would have to rule out every other thing. And then they say, well, yes, then they have it. It doesn't, and nobody had charged with it ever gets diagnosed with it. It's one of the craziest things. But I definitely think that she should be investigated for medical child abuse on the chance that some of this stuff is exaggerated. But I don't think it's Munchausen syndrome by proxy, because I don't think that exists. Writer Chick 64, thanks for the 5. Gotcha Day. My son and I celebrate October 17th as Gotcha Day. That's the day a judge granted our adoption. That was 19 years ago. Best day ever. Well, congrats to you on that. Teresa 3925, thanks for the 5. Do I need to send you a magic trackpad? Also, how's the blood pressure doing? Pretty good. I'm back on the other medication. I think it's stabilized now. If you need med suggestions to share with your doc, let me know. I think I'm doing okay on it now. I've gotten used to it. The dizzy spells are lessening. Jack's mom 67, thanks for the 2. Megan and or Tug, check your email, please. Okay. Getting over to the email via the internets. Is this the the Thunderdome? Oh, shoot. I wish Tug was here. Hopefully he's watching because this is really funny. Somebody made the Thunderdome. Jack's mom, was this you? Did you make this? You must have, since you told me to check. Look at this. J-Hip versus Fox. Winner gets Tug. Oh, this is funny. That's a good one. That's a good one. Amanda Morelli, 3252. Thanks for the 10. I had sole custody of my son when I married my husband, and he asked me if he could adopt. It took us 3 years for the adoption to be finalized. CPS came in and did a home study and inspection and psych eval. Maureen Pryor, 1 member for 7 months. Welcome back, Megan. Well, thank you so much. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Lynette infantilizes HG by not potty training, keeping G-tube, no socialization, no school, no friends, etc. This way she can keep grifting with HG. Lynette sucks. Yeah, I don't like how she's raising this kid at all. I think there's lots of questions that raise a lot of concerns. And again, don't call anybody. It doesn't do any good. It's just like the Ruby Frankie case where people on watching YouTube called multiple times and they quit looking into it because they said it was YouTube drama. Well, it turns out she was torturing her kids. You know, sometimes DCF needs to learn the lesson. And when people see something and they say something, you ought to go and do a real investigation. But that's not what they do. And in Florida, they have proven that the more calls they get, the less they do. So don't call. Don't make those calls. It does no good. James Barron, 1709. Thanks for the Aussie 5. The adoption was done over the phone due to COVID-19. Everything about the adoption, was sus. I agree. Sheila, 1251. Thanks for the 5. Put her to work making jewelry after she takes her to mines all over the U.S. Right. That's the plan. Go to visit mines, have her do some digging in the mines and then make the jewelry, then sell it. Sounds like child labor to me. Sheila, 1251. State of Florida pays adoptive parents monthly. Do they? Well, she never listed any of that on her forms, her indigent forms. But then again, she may be leaving stuff out. Okay. I think we have super tips to get to. Rosalind Duke, thanks for the 15. Buckle up, everyone. This is going to be a while.
It's not so much that I missed you, though I did miss you.
It's more like that. You threw off my daily snark supply, and we all know how much I need the snark.
I'm glad you are back. Can we get on with the laughing at those who cannot be named?
And so forth and so on?
Nobody cares about my turtles or my pond scum. They want the dirty lip shits. I hate that bish.
Oh, vices and so forth and so on. I miss that, man. Rosalind, thank you. Is Ace, thanks for the 15.
You ask for more, here you go. Now everyone join in with a good ah-ha-ha.
Why are we doing this?
Because Megan said so. Ah-ha, I object, Your Honor, on grounds.
Good point. Okay, find ah-ha-ha-ha.
Ah-ha, ah-ha. I just found out that Megan found my private cough public new filings. Don't forget to rewatch her early live.
You ask for more, here you go. Now everyone join in with a good
again. Stop that. I don't know why it plays twice sometimes. And Bob Page, thanks for the 10.
Megan, you're a spin wheel bringing thought of OnlyFans. If you knows, you knows. And shame on you for nosing.
Do you mean Pamela Fanderson or Celine Dion or Celine Dion? Oh, those were good ones to end on. All right, let me check Rumble. Let me get on over to the Rumble ghetto. I don't even have it open. I'm sorry, Rumble. Rumble. How's it shaking over there, Rumble? Let's get over here and see. Okay, we're good on Rumble. And all right, I think we have done it. We have gotten through everything. Guys, thank you so much for being here. When I came back, I really appreciate it. I've missed you guys. And thanks for supporting this show. And to Julie, I'm thinking about you. And thank you for your beautiful email. I will read it often. And I feel the same way about you guys out there that you feel about us. Julie said that we feel like family, and it really brought tears to my eyes. And I'm just really glad that some of you feel that way about this show and that it means so much to you. And I want you all to know, and you too, Julie, especially, that you all mean a hell of a lot to me. and I appreciate you. And I'm so glad to see you. It's always so good to see you, and you bring so much joy and laughter into my life. I know you guys are always saying we make you laugh. You make us laugh just as much, if not more, because this chat is one of the funniest chats on the entire internet. And I just thank you for that. And I love you guys. So you have a really wonderful rest of your night. I am going to leave you with, what should I leave you with? I will leave you with a song. How about the new one? The one that I just did tonight. That was a good one. I just have to find it. I've got to redo my StreamYard so I can put some of these things in there. And I also need to create a new folder so that they're not all over the place. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I know. I know where it is. I do. I know. If I could find the file. Oh man, my computer, the words are too small. What did I call it? The grift is over. Oh yes. Here it is. All right, everybody. Enjoy the new music. See ya.
Down in the swamp where the gators sleep live two old snakes that slither and creep. Ellen and O.P. and her ex named Crook, they wrote the con in the Facebook book. Disabled, they cry with a teardrop tweet, but they march all day in the campaign heat. Oh, the grift is up, the jig is done. No more campers, no more guns. You beg for turtle food and lies, but now the sun sets on your alibis. You fooled the town with the tears and cries, but the curtain's getting torn off tonight. She tried to collect a bonus kid, found her on Facebook like a Tupperware lid. Shed in the yard where the AC died. Summer in Florida, no place to hide. Crook grins wide with a GoFundMe link. Says Barndo dreams while the outhouse stinks. They ain't got jobs, they say they can't walk, but they sure got time for mudslinging talk. The slander's free if the check is too, and JC's bragging about what he do. Waves a pistol at the neighbor in the bright sun. Says I know a guy who gets things done. Threats online with an unclean hand. Y'all can't touch me, I'm the man. But the screenshots roll and the truth gets loud. Even snakes can't hide in a digital crowd. Yeah, the grift is up, the gig is blown. You can't hide lies in a barndominium home. No more flea market treasure schemes. Your scams are cracking at the seams. From turtle chow to holiday scams, your tales unraveling like Dollar Tree hams. So if you see a shed and a camper too, and a porch full of junk from 1992, just keep on driving, don't take that bait. That welfare rodeo's meeting its fate. Yeah, the grift is up and the Your 15 minutes ends right